Pavier, yo! What's going on? You seen this? D&D's first anthology for the revised 5e has a bright philosophy fueling its awesome art. This art is like... I mean, random is the word I would use. I like it, but I'm surprised at it. Look at this. It's crazy. How long's class? I'll probably still be on when you get back. Hello from South Africa. Well, hello from Canada. Loving the art that they're going with recently. This art is like... crazy, though. Crazy. It's like giving, like 80s cartoon vibes. It's cool, though. I do think it's cool. But I can see a lot of people not liking it, and that's okay, too. And, like, it looks like it's mostly... So this is the normal cover. This is the normal cover. And then this is the special edition cover, which I'm down for, because that's freaking awesome. The dragon coming out from the egg is so sick. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like alien exomorph-like. But then I think that this is like inside the book, and it's very like storybook. It's cool. I just wasn't expecting it. Yam Yam, how's it going? What's up? What am I doing? Hey, Hannes. Well, today I want to prep my finale in D&D. This is my last session is tomorrow before I go to Japan. And then when I come back, I want to continue on with those characters in that world, but maybe not. So I want to treat this as like the end of the arc and potentially the end of the campaign. So it's a big one. I'm also choking on some water. And also plan to just check out the news here. Oh, hell yeah, enjoy Japan. I'm going to try. And I mean, I will love Japan. This week's been annoying, though, because I hate going to the dentist. And I've had tooth pain for like 2 weeks. And I have to get a root canal. And I told the dentist, hey, I'm going to Japan for a few weeks. Next week, what can be done? And he was like, well, you've got two options. We don't do anything till you get back in like a month's time. And I was like, I can't do that. My tooth hurts. And he was like, well, we can do the first half of the root canal before you go, which I have tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And then when you get back, the second half of the root canal. And I'm fine with that, except I don't quite fully know what that means for drinking alcohol, say, because I know they use antibiotics when they do the first half of the root canal. And also, I have to be really careful eating, because I don't want to break the temporary filling they put on there while I'm in a different country, a very foreign country. So it's it's just annoying timing. It's even more annoying timing because I definitely can't drink leading up to it, aka tonight, and probably not tomorrow. And tonight I'm going out for like a event thing, and I really wanted to have a few drinks. Tomorrow, like I said, is my finale D&D session, and I'm DMing, and I wanted to have a few drinks then. And then we're going out on Friday night, on Saturday night to like celebrate my upcoming birthday as well. And I probably won't be able to drink then, so it's just very annoying. But all my problems stem from me not being able to have alcohol, so I understand that it's not that big of an issue. Hey guys, my bad for being late. Don't ever apologize for being late to my stream. I'm just happy you showed up. Don't. Hopefully you won't have issues talking tomorrow. That's the thing. Apparently, you're fine after a few hours. It's just the numbness. So, annoyingly, I have to go to bed early tonight. I have to like sit through any pain because you're not supposed to have any painkillers. Because it can affect like the anesthetic they give you. But 9 a.m, root canal, and then hopefully I should be okay by the evening when we do our game. So either that or all the NPCs I'm playing will have a numb mouth. You're getting your wisdom teeth taken out in 4 days. Oh man, I would love to know how that goes for you, because every time I go to my dentist, they're like, you know, we should take those wisdom teeth out. And I'm like, I'm okay with them. They're fine. I apologize for being late. I forgive you. You're forgiven. Oh my god, happy birthday. Well, yeah, my birthday is 9th of March, so it's still, 2 weeks off, or like a week off. But I'll be in Japan, so this is like my celebration. It's on Saturday. And then, yeah, Japan birthday, which should be fun. Your dentist kept flip-flopping on whether or not they need to take out your wisdom teeth too. Yeah, they want to. They're desperate to. Like, my dentist would love nothing more than to take out all my wisdom teeth and charge me a ton of money. But I'm fine until they start causing me pain, and then I'll get them taken out. I know it will happen eventually, but I really don't like the dentist. I really don't like the dentist. And the money. The money. I really miss being insured or like having benefits. Oh, my birthday is 3 days after yours, Danny? Well, happy birthday. 3 days before my birthday. We're basically like twins, indeed. Twinsies. My dentist kept... Yeah, I've read that already. I think they wanted my money, lol, but they're in and they're straight, so I'm okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's like for the best. I do believe that all the dental work, while it makes them a lot of money, is for the best. Whether it's all necessary right now, I don't know, but yeah. A ginger in Japan, stay safe. Oh no, is that a thing? Am I in danger? Surely not. I'll stick to like touristy places. Also, your wisdom teeth screwed up 7 years ago. Braces should have gotten them out sooner. Were they causing you a lot of pain? You had one took out, wasn't too bad. Much better than having your canine. You've had your canine out? You're going to stop using D&D as a system? Was this clickbait? Did you bait me? Am I being baited? Are you the game masturbator? Wait, what did I call this? Oh, I'm prepping my final D&D session. Yeah, I guess I clickbaited you, but not on purpose. No, it's my final D&D session before I go away for like 3 weeks. So it's like the end of this campaign, fundamentally. I won't be changing off D&D until Daggerheart comes out, and then I still think I'll play D&D, but maybe I'll have Daggerheart in the cycle as well. Depends which one I prefer at that point. But I know I really like D&D now. I really like the new update to D&D personally, as a system. Forget all the stuff going on around it. Do you remember the viral Reddit post of the redhead in China? I don't. Give me a summary, please. Yeah, migraines from your wisdom teeth now, so that's the only reason I'm giving them my... Yeah, that's why I'm not overly annoyed that I have to get a root canal, because it's painful. So I'm like, just stop the pain. Just do whatever. Take my money. Just stop the pain. Like... Yeah. No pain, but they kick the bottom teeth over each other because they came out in bone impacted. Okay, yeah, we should change the subject from teeth removal Turns out I don't like that at all. A bunch of little Chinese kids were all touching his head because they'd never seen a redhead before. Wait. Hold on. Surely you mean Japanese kids. Yeah, for braces, all my teeth would fit. Man. Yeah, teeth are... Oof. Oof. This is why I escape into D&D fantasy. There's never any teeth stuff in my games. Never any dentist visits. It's going to be so hard to leave D&D. There's so much of a community for it. Yeah, I mean... Especially since I make content around it as well, right? Like... But even outside of that, just... I've put so much money into D&D Beyond at this point that it's hard to bounce off. Good evening from the UK. Good evening from Canada, Mick. You went to high school with that kid, the redhead? Surely that can't be true. You went to high school with a redhead, maybe? Not the redhead from Japan. He was the jazz band drummer? That's no way. That's such coincidence. Teeth stuff and car stuff. What car stuff do you like? Just being in a car? Like motion? Because I get motion sick as well. I do not like cars anymore. Or do you mean like crashes? Well, it was a school trip to China. Okay. Terry Pratchett Tooth Fairy one shot. Well, have you seen that Terry Pratchett TTRPG coming out? The Ankh-Morpork one? Could be good. Imagine the final boss is a dentist. Man. Nightmare fuel. Final? Why final? Just because I'm going away for a few weeks. And it's just the end of this campaign for me. There's only one redhead. They're everywhere at once. Including right here. In this seat. Though I don't think I'm not a redhead, guys. Let's get that straight. I'm strawberry blonde, and I'm finding more and more grey hairs as the years go on. So I'll be a silver fox soon enough. The ginger hive mind. Wow, this is. I guess you can just make fun of gingers. I guess there's no policing that. We're easy. We're an easy target. Teeth stuff is the most effective for body horror stories, in your opinion. I think you're right. And we've all had that dream where we feel our teeth being pulled out. You once thought of making a stream preparing a session, but I feared my players watched it and end up getting spoilers. Yeah, I must be very careful here. But it's called prepping my final D&D session. So if my players click on it, then that's them wanting to know. You know, but I'm gonna try and run that line between spoiler free and not spoiler free. But yeah, if anyone in my game is watching this stream, get out while you can. Get out now. Someone telling me thinks he's not red. I'm strawberry blonde. Okay, I'm strawberry blonde. The lighting in here makes me look more ginger than I am. The beard is ginger. I'll give you that. But look at the colour of my beard, and then look at the colour of my hair. There's a tonal difference there. Just saying. This has been an ongoing battle. I used to get called Ginger Phil at school and university, which was extra targeted because there weren't any other Phils. I was the only Phil everyone knew. They could have just called me Phil. They didn't need to differentiate me between anyone else, but they called me Ginger Phil. Ginger bearded brothers for life. How's it going, Leon? Wait till you have kids if you do. Finding more all the time. Oh, the grey hairs. Yeah. I'm thinking about just starting to use, like, dye my hair using Nivea Just for Men, but dye it the exact same colour. And if I do it now and never go grey, no one will ever notice, right? If I let myself go grey and then start dyeing my hair, people will notice that. So I kind of have to dive in now, you know? Hold on, did Dave Caraman subscribe on Twitch and I missed it? Thank you for the subscription, Dave. I did not see that. My bad. But thank you. I'm also a strawberry blonde king. Yeah, you are, Clay Coon. I think, like, people of our hair colour and complexion, I almost said ginger, but of the redhead variety, we make up like 6% of the population of the world, which is pretty crazy. And that number's going down, so we're becoming extinct. And like, my wife is solidly Filipino, so I'm not having redhead kids, unfortunately. So I'm just adding to the problem. Leon, thank you for the 500 bits. Holy crap. Maybe I'll be back later, winky face. Well, yeah, thank you. Wink. Never been good at winking. You're the most ginger person I ever met. Okay, Danny. Okay. Obviously not met many ginger people because I'm barely ginger. If you got that color wheel, I'm like, there's brown in there. There's maybe a little bit of yellow. Yes, some orange, but ginger's a very specific, like, paint color on a chart. He denies his true self. Just shave it bald, no one will notice the grey. Do you guys watch Ludwig? Have you seen what he's done to himself? I like blonde and gaslight people into believing you are always blonde. If I do it very gradually, like just go slightly lighter once every week, then I could get to blonde. And people would only notice if they watched like 2 of my videos back to back. He hates himself and all the gingers. I love all the gingers. I wish I was one, personally. That would be cool. Unfortunately, I'm not. Leon got that Norwegian oil money. I don't know where he's getting it yet. I appreciate it, though. Don't underestimate. I'm a full white boy with a Venezuelan wife, and guess who the kids look like? Interesting, okay. Maybe I will have little ginger Asian kids. Denies his destiny. Autumn bronze. I like electric copper, personally. Slight reflections of ginger in the Beard Club here. Well, hey, you're either all in Rising or you're out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We don't do things by half measures. Doesn't red hair also darken with age? My girlfriend looked like a Weasley when she was younger, but now her hair is like a red-brown. Well, I can tell you that, like, pictures of me as an 8-year-old at my confirmation, I'm full blonde. Like, fully blonde. Well, you can dye your hair ginger, 2 birds with 1 stone. He's not a game master, he's a ginger man. Okay, guy, okay. Okay. Will your next campaign be a module or a homebrew one? This campaign I'm running right now it's only been going for like 10 weeks. And the people I'm playing with, I'm not sure if they want to continue on because they have very busy lives and it'll be a few weeks after. I also know a bunch of other people who want to play as well. So if enough people stay on, I want to continue this campaign into a new arc. And this has been the first ever fully homebrew campaign I've ever done. Normally I base it in either Critical Role's World of Exandria, or I've done the Forgotten Realms, and I've often used adventure modules. But this one has been fully you guys saw my awful map. Created my own world, created my own cities. And I found that super like easier than I thought it would be. Honestly, it's kind of easier to do that than like following lore and learning lore, because I can make it up as I go along with my players. So I think my next one will continue to be homebrew. I was a pretty blonde kid too, but it's much darker. Yeah. Yeah, your hair like it gets darker with age, then it gets lighter as it goes grey. But mostly it just gets thinner, I think. This is my fault. I brought up being ginger, so apparently people like talking about it. What's the current situation in your campaign, Jojo? So, yes, the recap looks like this. I have got 5 player characters, and it's been a typical world-ending event, which is Tiamat is being resurrected. Like, Tiamat is currently, I say resurrected, she's like imprisoned in the 9 Hells, and a bunch of cultists are trying to bring her back to the material plane, where she will, you know, cause havoc and chaos. So the players are trying to stop that. It's very cliche. It's fine. They've been asked by the Platinum Dragon to stop it, really. And the way that they level up, this is the first time I've ever found in a campaign a legitimate reason why the players get more powerful every 3 sessions. Like, suddenly they can fly when they couldn't before. And it's using, like, you know, Legend of Zelda stones that they collect from dungeons and stuff. That makes them powerful. They're called World Stones. But world is spelt W-Y-R-L-D. Thank you for the subscription, Clay Coon, over on Twitch. Thank you very much. So they're fundamentally going around collecting these stones that make them more powerful. They level up, and now they're at a level where they can take on this cult and hopefully stop the resurrection of Tiamat. And that's where they're at. They're at the base of this mountain that I've called the Obsidian Spire. And the mountain is just this tall, black, volcanic rock. And at the peak, they're doing this resurrection ritual. So my players just have to fundamentally climb the mountain and do a big fight. That's where they are. It's very simple. So suddenly they can fly. That was our monk broke my encounter, so I had planned, but he hadn't. Yeah, it's really interesting to put a narrative reason why they're going on adventures and why they're leveling up, rather than them just like gaining enough experience to go ding. It's like there's a reason if they're being if this power is being instilled in them from something else. I really like that, because then they can be like, oh, I'm more powerful now. They can like role play that. Like when they get new moves, they can be like, I think I can do this now, and they can do it, which is really cool. And it just makes more sense to me. And it drives them forward, because they know the faster they can get to the next milestone, which is getting the next world stone, they level up. So it's like spurs them forwards. It's like a risk-reward thing. It also allowed me to say, like, okay, you've heard rumors of 5 world stones in the area. One is in this city. Another one is in this area. Another one is being protected by some kind of monster in this area. And they can pick and choose where they go. So it like opens up the world a lot more for them, like that. I'm running a campaign in the Chrono Trigger setting and one in the Tress and the Emerald Sea setting. I love telling stories and worlds I'm in love with from video games and books. Yeah. And you know what I found? Homebrewing this world is just an amalgamation of all my favorite things from other worlds that I like. There's like not an original thought in there, to be honest. Truly the most original D&D campaign of all time. Yeah, right? I don't care about being original. It's my home game, you know? As long as my players having fun. I homebrewed a god in my campaign. Players couldn't remember their name, neither could I. Asked to roll history, nat 1. You have no idea. Secretly thinking, neither do I. Yeah. I've done that before where I've forgotten the name of something and the players have as well, and I'm just like, okay, well, what should we call them? Again, we create a new name for them right there and then. Then we remember that name. My powers have doubled since the last time we met. Counts. How are you doing your dungeons? I'm struggling so much with that. I'll show you. I'll show you today, actually, what I kind of do. Though today is, because it's a finale, there's no two ways around it. Most of this last session is just going to be combat. My players like combat. It's been leading up to this combat for a while. It's like a big chunk of this session is going to be combat. But there's definitely, well, let me get up her. So honestly, the way that I would normally prep a session is pretty scuffed. So I would just be like, for this one, because I know where it ends, this is a rare moment where I kind of know where it's going to end, which is one of two things is going to happen. And if you are in my campaign, please do not watch this. Because I want to potentially continue this campaign on when we're back, I want it to end on a cliffhanger. And since they're fighting Tiamat, one cliffhanger is that they fail at stopping the ritual and Tiamat rises. And she would just be, I mean, she's like a godlike presence in this world, so she would be energy that flies into the sky, and then it would end them being like, crap, we just let Tiamat go loose, so this is bad. But if that doesn't happen, hopefully it doesn't happen, one of my players decided to multi-class into Warlock, so I gave him a patron that he doesn't fully know or understand, and I'm thinking about making that a second big bad. And when they defeat Tiamat and they get the final powerful stone, World Stone, the patron uses that power to free themselves, and that energy that fly into the sky, and then it's like, crap, we just let loose a dark evil, so new big bad kind of thing. That's like the ending is those two options. If you think about it, almost everything is not original now. True. Yeah. And it's original to the players running through it, yeah. And what they do with it is like where the fun and originality comes from, right? I just want to give them like a simple framework for them to play around in. I've been DMing a few OS in between our actual campaign and making them all in the same world. You can be sure all those OPPCs will become BBEGs or rivals when they make an actual campaign in this world. CB Flam, how's it going? Oh, speaking of combat, how do you deal with heavy combat sessions where one party member doesn't really enjoy it? I personally would throw in a lot of role play within the combat, like have the enemies engage with the players. During combat, in conversation, in dialogue, I would like get the players riled up and make the players want to freaking kill these people. And then lots of breaks between combat also is a good way to do it. Unfortunately, if one player doesn't like combat, like at all, and all your other players do, then you kind of, you can do less combat, but at the end of the day, if the player wants to keep playing at the table and is in the minority, they're going to have to just sit through some combat that they don't really want to sit through. That's just the way it is. There are like TV shows out there that I absolutely love, like phenomenal TV shows, where one of the characters is just really annoying to me, but I don't like get mad at the show. I'm just like, I just have to sit through those scenes with the annoying character. It's just how it is. Or I don't watch it anymore. So one trick I like is to give a secondary objective that's more in line with what that player likes. Yeah, that as well. Yeah, and I do want in the big combat here. So that's the ending. Ooh. For the combat, we do want a secondary objective. Which will actually be really easy here because the first objective is to just neutralize the enemies because it's a cult and they're bringing back Tiamat. But the second objective is to stop the actual ritual itself, which is a separate thing. I'm thinking about having 2 mages chanting in like a runic circle. And while they're chanting, they are opening up this portal to free Tiamat. And by the time the players get there, the portal's already a little bit open. And Tiamat actually gets a turn in initiative where the portal fires out like a fireball or something like that. So they can either stop the portal from opening bigger by killing the people chanting, they can destroy the portal itself by destroying the runic circle, or they can just fight the enemies in their face, fighting them, kind of thing. So I can go to, like, stop the ritual. And then if they come up with any other, like, things they can do in a scenario, good for them, and I'll you know, make that work. What I would recommend is to entice those players to interact with the entities or other objects in the room. That opens up a non-combat intense encounter that would also affect the fight. Yeah, that's true. I've had success in the past where I've had like a bomb that is ticking down, and the player that doesn't really want to combat anyone can like go in their own mini game where they're rolling to try and disarm the bomb on their turns, which people seem to like. But then you have to like live with the fact that if they cut the wrong wire, that bomb's going to go off. And then what are the consequences of that? Yeah, 4 or so turns into an encounter, they're like visibly bored. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. If you're doing combat as fast as you can and you're asking your players to do combat as fast as you can, and they can't make it one round, then I know combat's a big part of D&D. Like if all the other players really like combat, then it's there to stay. New Loki Bellamats have dropped in case you need more. I do need more. I will check them out. Are they cool? Part of it could be comprehension. I think they still kind of struggle with some of the core game. Yeah, could be. Another way is just to give them more main character energy during a fight, you know, like make the fight more about that character in particular without taking away from the other characters at the table, but make it feel like it's there are consequences to this fight that will affect that character. Tiamat sticks out an additional head from the portal each turn. Miss Youthbolt, I was thinking the exact same thing, and that way it would get a new attack every time a new head pops out. But then I just pictured it, and I pictured myself describing it, and in my mind it sounded silly. I'm like, okay, there's a portal and there's 2 dragon hearts coming out and a third one comes out. I don't know. But it makes it really cool because if they manage to close the portal, it would close on the heads and cut them all off, which is a very cool idea. I do like that. So maybe. Oh, a live prep, awesome. Yeah, I don't try and pretend that I'm a phenomenal prepper, by the way. I'm not. I try and do the least amount of work possible, and you'll see that. But it gets the job done. This is one thing I'm bad at, making interactive combat. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to run because you're doing so. I think when you're in combat as a DM, you are doing the most work. You're like juggling so many balls and spinning so many plates at the same time that it's very hard to like keep that flow going. How hard can Tiamat be? Yeah, so I need to. These guys are level 5, and Tiamat is like an almost god. And I need to make it that Tiamat isn't using their full strength at any point in this, because they would just destroy the party. It's very possible with my new players, I also see the boredom, but then they seem to have the most creative strategies. Yeah, like they're just thinking really hard. Alternate the heads to pop up, change damage type. I really like that, actually. I really like that. Yeah, okay, let's put this. So then, start the ritual. Every round. I do like every round a new head pops out. Dumb language, but that's what's happening. And each head does different damage type. It's pretty fun, because then it'll be very clear to the players that they have to stop the portal. They have to stop the portal. And they can either kill the people who are like widening the portal by chanting, which would stop the portal getting any bigger and stop any more heads popping out, but Tiamat will still be there. Or they can destroy the portal itself, stopping Tiamat from coming out, but then the 2 mages who were like working on the portal would turn around and join the fight, making the fight a lot harder in that moment. So I know, I think it'll be good. I think there'll be a lot going on, with not that many people on the board. Like, I think maybe the 2 mages doing ritual. This is going to be like nonsense to anyone reading this, but it makes sense to me. There'll be the Tiamat portal, we'll call it. And there will be 2 powerful ranged enemies and 1 OP like heavy, just to get in their face, really. So that should be enough. Yeah, I quite like that. What level are your PCs? They're level 5. Oh. Yeah, level 4.8 for some reason, it says here. But yeah, they're supposed to be level 5. So if it goes 6 turns, Tiamat becomes fully summoned, like a timer to stop the ritual. Yeah. Yeah. And when that happens, it's not game over. Tiamat just escapes into the world and leaves the fight. And then the players can probably quite easily finish off the enemies, but they've lost. They'll win the encounter, but they've lost the campaign, because Tiamat is going to be free and wrecking havoc on the nearby city. And that's where we'll end it there. Yo, I like this, guys. I think it sounds sick. Your players would go nuts seeing Tiamat's first head, and then another on the next turn. Yeah, and it'll become very clear what's happening. You know, as that happens, but oh, there'll be a moment where all the players are like, oh, I understand this now, and they've got to prioritize who they're attacking. The only thing I really need to figure out is how much HP to give the portal. Like, how easy would it be to be destroyed? Because I don't want to make it that it's very, very hard to be destroyed. But I also don't want to make it that if every character decides to focus it in the first round, that we never get to round 2. Like, ideally, we get to round 3 before it gets destroyed. So, we'll see. The best way to do D&D is do the least you can, yeah. Yeah, it's a mountain. It's on top of a mountain. So they've got to get up the mountain first. then if you continue the campaign, it can be strong enough to kill Tiamat. Yes, that's the plan. Ending either Tiamat rises or, as I said earlier, a new big bad rises up, who is like the patron of one of my players who's secretly evil. So one of those two things happens, and then if the campaign continues, it will be fighting either Tiamat or this new big bad, which I've got plans for, but nothing too concrete yet. But either way, at the end of this session, a great evil is going to be unleashed on the world, which is a pretty cool cliffhanger, I think. Yeah, Arcana checks could be good. You put the new battle maps you got in Discord. I will check them out in a bit, Silence. Very cool. I do like those damn battle maps. But yeah, so that's the combat. That's the end. That'll probably take like the last... I mean, let's face it, like the last hour and a half of the session will be like the combat and the ending and cleaning everything up. So that will be like the second half. And then just to make this pretty, somewhat. Oh, I did not mean to do that. How long are my sessions and what time do you start? We usually start at 7 and we go to like 10 or 11 normally. So between 3 and 4 hours. But we take breaks and we chat and stuff like that. Oh, what am I doing? So then, I actually just want to do 2 things with the first half. And we're working our way backwards here, just because it's like the finale. Normally I would go forwards. And I'd like to try and predict what my players will do. They often don't do it, but it's nice to think about potential stuff. Final session, 5 Turesk TPK. Don't let those PCs bully you. Oh my god. Willhead's HP and stats be based on like young dragons. I might just tomorrow figure out. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout. Young dragons might even. I don't think the heads... I think when they attack the heads, they attack the portal. I don't think they can kill the heads, if that makes sense. So they can either attack the portal or attack the heads, and it's got an overall HP, and when they do enough damage, the portal closes. I think that's how we'll do that. So I just need to figure out how much damage can my players put out on average in a round, and then times that by 3, and give the portal that health, which I will figure out. How many places or maps do you use? My players average 2 places. Mine is home base per session. Sessions ranging 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, it depends. Maybe 3. I feel like 3 different scenarios. But I like to normally prep like between 6 and 8 scenes, and then cut stuff if needed. How does the portal react to being destroyed, collapse, blow up? Good question. Don't do none things. That's a very good question. I know I can predict that one of my players, the barbarian, is going to get, 2 of them actually, are going to get stuck into the portal as melee characters and start hammering it. So I think an explode is a great way to like punish them for for getting stuck in. If it explodes and like, it would just be like a fireball blast probably. That's good, yeah. Portal explodes at 0 HP. I'll just say like fireball. AoE. So I'll just like reskin a fireball as that explosion. I'm guessing archmages, right? For the mages, probably. I mean, we can figure out this combat more in a bit. First of all, I want to get to the start. So before they get to the top of this mountain and do this fight, they're gonna have to scale the mountain, right? And I want to throw in some social stuff in here. So I think this mountain has one road that goes up it. And apart from that, it's pretty hard to climb. So I'm going to say like the mountain. And the road going up it is going to be guarded by 2 kobolds. Not much of a threat. But I know my players will want to try and either sneak past the kobolds or persuade them, make them a social encounter. So that's gonna be a non-combat encounter, I'm sure of it. And if it turns into a combat encounter, it'll be quick. So they're either gonna go past the kobolds, or the mountain can also be scaled with like a number of acrobatics or athletics checks. Now, I know for a fact that the druid in my party is going to send their familiar up into the sky to like see how climbable this mountain is. And I think we need an outpost like a distance up that once the bird gets to, it just gets shot, or it gets shot at. And that way the players can know like, oh crap, this is heavily fortified. We're not gonna sneak around this easily. So up outpost. And I can improv the outpost, or like I'll put more work into that on the day, but I like that idea. Wormlings maybe to scale down damage output. Yeah, I'll probably just homebrew what the heads are, but wormlings might be smarter. What about an implosion that potentially drags the characters in? That could be good. That could be good. And they could get pulled in elsewhere, or even into wherever Tiamat was being held, which would be a crazy way to end the campaign. They're just in hell. Level 4 fireball or level 3? How much health are the... You mean the portal? How much is it going to have? I reckon about a solid... So I'm worried my players are going to be able to put out a lot of damage in one round, but there's going to be a lot going on. So maybe just like 100 HP. It's not that big of a deal, because if they take the portal out fast, then the enemies are going to start like wailing on them. If they take out the enemies fast, then the portal's going to wail on them. So it's pretty good either way. Wouldn't the family see it and familiar see it and stay clear? Well, if it's flying straight up this mountain and there's arrow slits, I don't think so. It'll be one of those things where, like, if they want to know exactly what is up this mountain, the bird's going to have to get closer. And there's going to be people high alert on the mountain, scanning for any kind of bird or anything. Could the mountain have a cloud ring part? Yeah, yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Yes. I'll just put cloudy. That's really good. Yeah, they couldn't see even if they tried. Cloudy's great. If you have all the books, you could roll a D100 and see where they are sent. That could be pretty fun. How about mixing a sort of random events a couple of times of lightning strikes along the mountain? They could have like dex saves to avoid damage. Yeah, I like, let's think of like if they try and scale the mountain or even just climb it, we can say there's a storm happening and the storm can be being caused by the ritual. So it's like a magical storm. So we've got the storm. Lightning strikes. The mountain's fundamentally a volcano. So we could have earthquakes and potentially lava obstacle, and also high winds. If they try and climb it, there's going to be high wind that could like blow them off. So, and we can have checks for all those. Like that's fundamentally just getting up the mountain. It could easily be a bunch of fun encounters. And if they get through the kobolds really quickly, for example, then I can force them to do a climbing section. I can be like, okay, the path is blocked, so you have to climb. And then we can do this stuff. But if it takes them a while to get past the kobolds, then I can skip some of this. So that's pretty good. I love the idea of stopping a portal just by punching it, yeah. In my mind, it's on like a pedestal, like a plinth, and it would be that they're hitting. But yeah. What if you end with Tiamat making them her slaves in Hells, giving them tests to free her in Act 2? Maybe. I also don't want to punish them for like doing well. Like if they get in there and they attack the portal and they do what they're supposed to do and they stop Tiamat from rising, I don't want to punish them by putting them in 9 Hells, so I don't think I will do that. Rain makes things very hard to claim. Good. Rain. Slippy. I like that a lot. It can also benefit them as well. I don't want to be a jerk, so like all this stuff, like the high winds, the rain, the storm, I think I might give them advantage on stealth checks to like counter out this because, you know. But advantage stealth checks, but also disadvantage perception checks. So they can just live out that fantasy of being very stealthy, climbing this mountain. Shintsukami, how's it going, man? You doing a shot before the final encounter? Nah, I'm not. I'm actually gonna punish them even more before this final encounter. So the mountain, I think this whole situation will take up a lot more of the session than you'd think. Because I think there's gonna be a lot of like umming and ahhing, a lot of different ideas of how to get to the top of this mountain, and also just a lot of asking me to describe the whole place more and more so they can really think about it. So with that in mind and the combat, we're at like between 2 and 3 hours already. But I want to be a jerk. I do want to be a jerk. Interrupt the climbing by just making some random eagle that lives there attack them, making it hard to climb. I'll do that if they are speeding through it. That will be my like emergency encounter. Portal out of lava, that's cool. Could you get stats from a BG3 portal mission? Yeah. If it's the one I'm thinking of, the one in the Shadowlands. One of my DMs for the upper layers of hell also tossed in storms of volcanic glass. Whew, that's pretty sweet. Lava river. Also like the idea of that. This is great, guys. You're doing this for me. I'm not prepping at all. Before the mountain, at the very start of the campaign, at the very start of the session, they're about 4 hours away from the mountain, walking. And straight away, like scene 1 is going to be obviously the recap. And then we're going to have... I'm going to start with them getting like a RP moment of them at camp. Right, they've just done a long rest, so I'll give them a roleplay moment between themselves, which can last however long they want it to last. It can be seconds, it can be minutes, whatever. At the end of that roleplay moment, I'm going to have the mountain in the distance erupts with magical energy. So they know the ritual is happening, they know why they're there, they know it's happening right now, and they have to get to the mountain as quickly as possible. Now, the beauty here is that even though they are full health, full everything at the long rest, they know they have to go and stop the ritual right now, and they also know that they won't get another long rest. So, I'm going to have them get into a fight at the start of the session with another combat. I don't normally do 2 combats in one session, but since it's the final session and I want that last fight to be good, I'm going to have them have a combat against a young white dragon, which is what I had up here. This young white dragon, it says here that the difficulty is medium, but also at the top it says Encounters calculates difficulty using 2014 rules for 2024 calculations, create encounters in maps. I created this same encounter in maps, and it says the difficulty is low, which really confuses me. So this is between low and medium difficulty. It's just a young white dragon. But this is a young white dragon that they fought before. Like 2 levels ago, they almost got killed by this dragon and just got away. And it's been hunting them ever since. So I'm going to have this dragon finding them and swooping down on them out of the blue, and they're going to have to deal with it, and they're hopefully going to use a bunch of their abilities and resources, and maybe have to pop a health potion or 2. So I think that will be a really good way to start the session and put them on the back foot straight away. Oh, you're starting your first ever campaign, Shinigami. After playing D&D for nearly 15 years, so I've been watching a lot of my content. Thank you. You'll be great. You'll be a great DM. You should stream it. Do they start at the base? There could be a little shop with an old man selling trinkets for socials. Well, they're in the middle of like nowhere right now, making their way there. I don't want to give them anything, really. I don't want to give them a shop. They've had plenty of shopping leading up to now. Magmin is so fun. If there's lava, just starting fires for fun. Okay, well let's not overcomplicate this too much. You're brutal. I love it. Well, I just know that the final combat is a very different vibe if you have all your spell slots and all your health, compared to if you only have half your spell slots and you've lost a little bit of health. It's a very different vibe. Do your players have any cool magic items? Try to work in something where everyone gets to use their own special thing. Like if someone has a flame tongue, make one of the enemies weak to fire. Yeah, that's cool. I might do that. You've not streamed in a while. Well, think about it. Could just be audio. Could absolutely just be audio. So... and that's my session. That was how I would prep. Obviously, I've got to go in here and like make the encounters and figure out damage and stuff. But I'm also fine improving a lot of this. But we're gonna start with. In fact, let me continue to make it at least somewhat prettier. I'm gonna start with recap of roleplay. The mountain in the distance erupts with magical energy, and an immediate combat against a young white dragon. Then, as soon as the combat against the white dragon ends, they have to just run. They just have to go to the mountain to stop the ritual. So it's like an episode of 24. It's just non-stop. And it's kind of like I'm a big TV guy. I'm a huge TV episode guy. So this is like the perfect like episodic 4-part episode, right? So we have the recap, the combat, then it's an ad break, then we have the climbing the mountain, then it's an ad break, then we have this epic combat, then it's an ad break, then we have the conclusion to the whole thing. And I just think that's, for me, a perfect way to set up this thing. Whether or not they follow this and do this the way I want is a different story. But as far as prep goes, I think that's solid. Also really love that it's not just a wild encounter, but a historical one where the party has encountered it before. Yes, it's going to have a scar on it. It's also, I think 2 sessions ago, it was hunting them. They saw it fly above and they rolled a really good stealth check and managed to hide. So they missed out on fighting the dragon then. So it's like not coming out of nowhere. Like this, they know this dragon's after them. But it does mean that this is going to be a very dragon heavy end session. But you know, they're fighting Tiamat, so it makes sense. But oddly enough, the dragon that attacks them at the start has nothing to do with the Tiamat ritual. Like, it doesn't even know it's happening. They're doing their own thing. So there could be a world where they could even have like a social encounter. They could negotiate with this dragon. So I can easily make it that this dragon does not want Tiamat to rise either. So there could be a negotiation here. It like opens up some fun stuff there. They're level 5. The returning foe is a great way to start your session. I think so, yeah. Do I prepare maps for my games? I use these battle map books. They're downstairs, unfortunately. But they're a bunch of pre-generated battle maps. So I will just go in and I'll find some mountainous maps out of them. And with pens, I'll just draw on, like, here's the portal. You know, here's whatever. Like dry erase pens. Real TV show feel. That's how I've been doing this whole campaign. It's been very episodic because each session they're finding a new world stone or part of a world stone that fundamentally lets them level up every 3 episodes. So every episode is in a different location with a different objective. And it's almost standalone in a way, and I think it's really good, because when inevitably a player can't make it, for example, they're not missing out on anything big for the whole session, like campaign. They're just missing out that little subsection. The game's called Dungeons and Dragons for a reason. Yeah, but there's a lot of dragons, an unnecessary amount. Feels like D&D party walks through tall grass, Pokemon battle starts. You've encountered a young white dragon. Yeah. How long has this campaign been going for? Only 10 weeks. It's only a short campaign. But hopefully we continue it on. Hopefully it continues on when I get back from Japan with either a new campaign to fight Tiamat or a new one to fight a new big bad. How would the White Dragon negotiation go? Wouldn't a dragon want the Queen of Dragons to rise? Just curious how you would do that. Well, Carlos, first of all, White Dragons are actually not the smartest of all dragons, but also it could be that the dragon could be having a really great time and could have had a great time for the past couple of 100 years without Tiamat. And it could be an issue not having anyone in charge. Like, if Tiamat comes back, is she going to be in charge? Is she going to make them work? Is she going to do what? So that's how I would kind of frame it. But it's not on me to figure out how that works. That's on the players. If they want to negotiate, I'll see what they come up with. Dude, they're going to fly out the mountain dragon and trash that portal in one turn, which is awesome. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. The only spanner that would throw into the works is that the session would be over really fast. So I would have to improvise a lot of scenes in between, but I'm fine with that happening. It won't be easy to negotiate with the dragon. And also the dragon will have its own agenda and plan. So like if they fly up to the top of that mountain with the dragon, destroy the portal, they still have to fight the people up there. And also the dragon is going to turn on them. And it's actually going to probably turn into a harder encounter because it's going to be the dragon and the cultists all fighting them. Then how the heck Tiamat? Well, they're not going to be fighting Tiamat as a whole. They're just fighting parts of Tiamat, if you will. Oh, Japan, yeah, going to Japan on the 5th of March for 3 weeks. Yeah, it's not true Tiamat. The dragon supports democracy. He doesn't want a queen. Yeah, he wants his own gold hoard. And he doesn't want to have to like answer to anyone. I don't know. I can see that working. Bard rolls nat 20 persuasion. Great Tiamat. I have brought you these cultists as a sacrifice. Yeah, there is a world where the players just team up with Tiamat. that is a thing that could happen. And I'm sure has happened at many D&D tables. It's a young dragon. Can the party be too heavy? Totally. Yeah, they can totally be too heavy. Also, what the dragon says, he might not do. Like, the dragon still wants to kill this party. So, imagine trusting the dragon, and he starts flying them up to the top of the portal, and he just changes his mind and throws them off into the ground, and they just, like, fall 100 feet. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I can be a jerk about. Okay, combat mechanical question. How many turns would it take to complete the ritual? I think we were saying 6. Because Tiamat has 5 heads. So every round, a new head pops out. And then the final round, Tiamat escapes. So it would be 6. And I don't want this fight to go on for 6 rounds. So my perfect, like 4 rounds would be perfect for this fight, I think. All in all. So... And my goal would be to just knock 1 or 2 players unconscious. If I can get 1 or 2 of them into death saving throws, I'll be very happy. That's my goal. Dragon is running for president. And could someone cast silence to stop it from happening? They could, but I'm pretty sure none of my players have silence. So, but yes, they could stop. So the way, this is where like I feel like I might struggle describing it to my players. So you guys let me know if this makes sense to you. The way that I envision it is that the portal itself is being opened by 2 mages who are casting a ritual spell on it. And the more they cast this spell, the bigger the portal gets. And if it gets to a certain size, Tiamat's fully out. So they have 2 options to stop the portal, really. They could cast silence or just straight up kill one of the mages so that the portal doesn't grow anymore. But the portal's still there. And Tiamat can still pop their heads out and attack. Or they can attack the portal itself, which will close the portal, but then the 2 mages are still there and they'll start throwing fireballs. So that's kind of how I imagine it in my head. Tiamat starts negotiating with the dragon. That's a whole thing that could happen as well, yeah. Maybe the dragon wants to fight Tiamat at the start, but then is so scared by her once he sees that she's actually escaping that he turns on the party. And then the players will be doing the normal combat with a dragon fighting them as well. Yeah, character level 5. Character level 5, but they will not be fighting Tiamat. This is just Tiamat in like a weakened, smaller form, fundamentally. Are the mages needing concentration to maintain a portal, or are these mages just brainwashed dolls? That's a good question. That's a very good question. That will come up. I would say they're using concentration. So if you hit them, they could lose concentration. But then, literally on their turn next round, they're just going to start up the spell again. just start concentrating on it again. That's going to be their main priority. They could be being destroyed. They could have the monk at the back of them, just punching them in the back of the head. But their main priority is going to be to continue the ritual, no matter what. If the portal gets destroyed, then, you know, the handcuffs are off. Handcuffs are off? The gloves are off. They're kind of handcuffs in this scenario because they're weird cult things. Yeah. But yeah, players level 5. So that should be interesting. That should be good. Thank you guys for. Ooh, where's my? So solid amount, and then I will. All I'll do next is I will grab for all the combat encounters and anything that can do any damage or needs any checks. I'll just like make note of like the check. Honestly, a lot of these are just going to be like a DC 16 for climbing the mountain or something around there, and then I'll build encounters in the encounter builder for the 2 combats, and like that's it. That's really all I normally do in my session planning. What's the mage's difficulty level? Are they alone? No. So the mages are there doing the ritual, and then they have at least 3 other people around them protecting them. So, but I would have to build them in the encounter builder, and I will just look at the difficulty of what makes sense, and I will just throw that number of people in. I don't like spending a long time on like really thinking about like the difficulty level and the enemies and who would be there and what enemies are really good against my players in particular. Like, I understand why people do that, and it's smart, but I've also been in so many situations where the players just like don't even get into the combat, or they don't even like, I don't like wasting time. So I will just use an encounter builder. I'll let it calculate the difficulty for me, and I'll just go with what it thinks, really. Unless I know as long as there's a good mix of like ranged people and close range people, and a good mix of magic users and non-magic users, I'm happy. The mountain climb would be a skill challenge. Yeah, but it'd be saving throws when like the wind picks up or from the lightning strikes. But yeah. To avoid encounter-breaking spells, maybe you could determine another source to the portal, dabbling with the idea of having cultists as sacrifice to fuel it. That's not bad. Yeah, maybe we have like a fail-safe. That's good. I like the idea of if push comes to shove, the cultists could make the ultimate sacrifice and like speed up the process or something like that. Could be good. What party level? They're level 5. Would grappling one of them stop them from performing the ritual? It would not. It would not. Maybe grappling them and moving them could. There's also, they're on a mountaintop with a lot of cliffs around, so literally grappling and shoving people off the cliff is a legitimate strategy here. BattleSim is the best website you've found for encounter building. I'll have to check that out. I am seeing the portal exploding. That's diabolical. Yeah, just a little explosion. Little explodey. That could damage the bad guys as much as the good guys too. Have the protectors be like 1 or 2 strong guys than like half a dozen basic goons. Yeah, give my players like a bunch of people just to kill easily for fun. Spending life force for the portal. Actual martyrs for the cause, yeah. Having some weak enemies that easy to kill will make the players feel like they are doing something. True. I just don't want too many people on the board for this. How do you rule dropping off a cliff? a cliff this high, because it's a pretty high mountain. For enemies, I would rule it's just death. For players, I would give them a chance to maybe make a dexterity check to see if they can like grab onto a ledge or like somewhere down the cliff they can grab hold of something. I will also give... I just love the idea of giving... I'm a very nice DM, I think, for this stuff. Even it, like, I would break the rules, and I would also allow all the other players like one reaction, as long as the reaction's used to try and save the falling person. So like feather fall or something like that. And if they can't do anything, then I would calculate how big the drop is, and they would just take fall damage. Which I think is max 200 damage. Without adding too much prep in a fight, I would give the PCs an opportunity to show off their best abilities. For example, channel divinity, turn undead. Smart. I use Coyote Time. You don't start falling until the end of your turn. I was also thinking the same thing. Gives the chance to come with smart solutions to save themselves. Yeah. I like the idea that they start falling, and then on their next turn, at the end of it, they actually fall. So it gives all the other players a chance to save them as well. Oh, 20 d6 is the max. Right. Cheers, mate. Been watching VODs of your streams for a while. What's up, Kajoi? And thank you. For PCs, there's a cool Coyote rule that gives everyone a turn before the fall. I like that a lot. Oh wait, would blind halt the ritual as well? Because if it's a concentration spell, I'm assuming it's also require line of sight. No, I don't think blind would affect it. Blindness in D&D is weird. I believe it only affects it affects skill checks or anything with perception, and it also affects any roll to hit attacks. But I don't think it affects like a lot of spells where the enemies have to roll. So it's kind of weird. The idea is that you still know your surroundings and you can like hear and smell, and you're still like it's not as good as it sounds in D&D, I find. Because you'd think being blind would be like, you can't do anything. But no, you just have I think you just have disadvantage on checks when you're looking at something. I might be wrong there, but I believe that's all it does. Unless these mages are blind and mute to begin with. I like the idea just from the point of view of a horrifying, like, humanoid figures with their eyes cut out and their tongues sewn up. That could be so creepy. Some spells say a place you can see. So yeah, I guess I would rule that as being affected as well. But line of sight, I don't think affects it, in my mind. Line of sight just means like, you can like fire something and there's nothing blocking that path. So you could not be able to see, but be able to hear and still fire in that direction and still hit someone. But I'm sure different DMs would rule that differently. Grab a mage and start making out with him so he can't chance. That's a legitimate strategy. Absolutely legitimate strategy. But yeah, so I think that's... Oh. I think that's odd. We'll come back to it in a bit. Because I'm sure there's stuff I'm missing. And it is easier because I know how and it's the finale. I know that there's going to be an ending. I know where it ends. So we're just having like a cut-off point here. And I've left a bunch of stuff here that we can take out if time is like not being our friend. And if the party's going way too fast, I can add more stuff into it. No problem. Yeah, ask away, Madden. bad, is it not? Why is it a final session level 5? Because I'm going away for... we won't have another session, probably for, I mean, realistically, a few months. So... And most probably the people playing, when I come back and start playing again, I'll have a lot of different players. But we'll see. So I want to end it in a way that this is kind of the end of the campaign. But then if people want to continue on, when I get back and when we get everything sorted, we can continue on with these characters in this world. So it's more like a season finale than it is a series finale. Anyway, I did want to take another look at these new D&D books. Dungeons & Dragons New Anthology of Adventures, Dragon Delves, comes on July 8th. Oh, and it's a little experimental. Wizards of the Coast Vice President Jess Lanzillo told Polygon during a press panel at MagicCon Chicago. That's right, MagicCon. Oh, we can also watch the MagicCon actual play with all the Baldur's Gate people in a bit. Is this one?
Hello, everybody.
No. Thank you for the follow, Ban. How's it going?
You ready?
Yes. Wait, I'm sorry, what? Do you guys watch this? Or are you, you aware of it?
MagicCon Chicago, are you
Oops.
at Dragons Live? Let's meet your cast, Theo Solomon, known from Temple, The Shade of Frontiers, and tonight playing as Will from Baldur's Gate 3.
Is there any good, Shinsigami? Would you recommend? If the players succeed at stopping Tiamat, make it end with all of them jumping into the air and high-fiving with cheesy 80s music playing in the background. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is there a better way to end it? Pretty good watch.
Deborah Wild, known for Cyberpunk, being the queen of ranch dressing, and tonight playing as...
She's so good on social media. Like, she is just like doing random Lizelle voice lines. And she just does that character so well that just seeing it in everyday life is so good.
Lizelle from Baldur's Gate 3. Samantha Bayard. No.
And to my knowledge, they have only done this once before, where it's been a full cast of Baldur's Gate 3 voice actors, right? This is like the second time they've ever done it. I think it would be so good if the narrator from the game learnt to DM and they would just do a full thing with her DMing. That would be so good.
For the excavation of Hobbs Barrow, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy radio show, and tonight playing as Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3. Neil Newman, known from Resident Evil Village, Detroit Become Human, and tonight playing as Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3.
Hi, folks.
I like his outfit.
Abria Iyer, your dungeon master, known for Worlds Beyond Number, Dimension 20, Critical Role, but not Baldur's Gate 3.
That's not on me.
Neil's a fashion icon. Let me know if the sound is weird, by the way. Can you still hear me okay?
Hi, everyone. How you doing?
Hi, folks.
Let's go.
That's a lot of people.
There's so many people. The best part is we're just going to do some quick, my stuff wasn't set up, so we're just going to spend a couple seconds.
Talk
getting
amongst
ready.
yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, we will.
What? Perfect. Thank you. Amazing. Wow.
This is going to be so hard to get this balance
I
right.
cannot hear you.
I can't hear you.
I'm going to need you guys to tell me when I've hit this hit on the spot.
What do you need help with?
Is this good or is it too quiet now? Can you hear them? I think they're more important than me, to be honest.
And it's begun.
It's got some weird speed dating effect.
Do it at 50%. It's at
Everyone knows
50%.
Baldur's Gate 3 is just a dating sim with too many
This is good?
steps.
Or did I mess it up then?
Y'all put a lot of
Also,
plot
Murray
in how much I
RT,
wanted to
how's
kiss
it going?
one of your characters, and that's the thing I had to reckon with before I walked out here.
Hey,
That's good. Good.
this is very early days as well.
But hold on, before we get stuck into this, I did also want to finish up looking at this. Simply because I was like, what is this book? You know, it's an adventure anthology all about dragons. And it's 10 dragon-centered adventures, 10 distinct dungeons, 10 unique art styles. Oh, that's why the art's so weird. It's probably just like very got this 80s thing for one of the adventures. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Then it says 4 adventurers of level 1 to 12. So it's interesting. 10 adventures between the levels 1 and 12. It's got a history of D&D dragons and a quick start guide for DMs. Why are they putting a quick start guide in here? This is so neat, though. This is so cool. They want to emphasize immersion and world building, which should be interesting. A little less of the spot art of the dude just standing there, and a little bit more of what is it like to be this person in this world, so that it can really inspire the imagination. Quick Start Guide is for noob DMs like me. Yeah, but they've just released a new player's handbook and a new Dungeon Master's Guide for that very purpose. You'll forever be thankful to BG3 because so many people want to play D&D now. Yeah, they had that resurgence. I hope there's a new D&D TV show coming out in the next few years, and I hope that's good because I really want them to continue this kind of trend of having these explosive moments where they bring people in. You know, you have those two. Shinsigami, did you really get pulled in, or have you always wanted to DM? What's my opinion on the movie? I love the movie. I have a thing when it comes to TV shows and movies. And that is simply that if there's a movie, hold on. If you use a rating of 1 to 10, right, for any movie or TV show, I'm very precious about my time nowadays. I will only watch something if it is 8 out of 10 or higher when recommended to me, or if I look at reviews, 8 out of 10 or higher. If it's recommended to me by a friend, I'll watch something that's 7 out of 10 or higher. But if it's fantasy or sci-fi, I'll drop to 6 out of 10 because I just love fantasy and sci-fi. So bear that in mind. I think the D&D movie was fantastic, but I would think it was really good if it was just a 7 out of 10. That makes sense. But I'm sad there's not going to be another one. Let's put it like that. I'm very sad there's not going to be another one. Your girlfriend has never played D&D fully and started getting interested because she's playing BG3. Yeah, BG3 is a great... Honestly, BG3 makes no sense to me. I don't know how it's so popular. It is a very difficult, very rules-heavy, very dense game that absolutely took off and I'm so glad it did. But I'm just surprised like it got a casual kind of fan base. But I'm glad it did. She said she would only ever join me in a session of D&D if you were the DM. Yeah, no favoritism. Don't be nice. What's the rating you would go if chat recommended me something? I would look at IMDb. But I'm open to suggestions. I've been watching a show called Paradise at the moment, which is kind of sci-fi. And I'm really liking that. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's on Disney Plus. Paradise. Well worth checking out. A D&D movie trilogy would be epic. It would, Jojo. And you found my content, like, why I know that guy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, me and Shinzagami, well, you wouldn't know, met each other online when we both tried streaming in, like, 2000 during COVID. And you found me again on a different channel, which is small world. Okay, yeah, I give it the same rating and honestly bummed it doesn't get another one. It'll probably be a reboot if the D&D show is good. Yeah. Yeah, I should say, because I didn't really give a proper rating. I think it's an 8 out of 10, but I totally understand if people gave it a 7 out of 10. But I don't think it's lower than that. And I definitely don't think it's like a 9 out of 10. Like it's in that rating of 7 or 8. BG3 came in at a very dry time for games in general. It came out when Starfield came out. In fact, they released Baldur's Gate 3 early because they were so afraid of Starfield doing so well and just eating up all the money from all the people. And then Starfield just got destroyed in reviews. And everyone was like, but I want to play a good game. And they just all turned to Baldur's Gate 3. I think that's kind of what happened. And also Baldur's Gate 3 is a phenomenal game. So that helped a lot as well. Dune Part 2. I've not watched any of the Dune movies. I need to. Stabby for Goblin characters, great. If you enjoy BG3, give Celeste Crown of the Magister a try. They also are preparing a follow-on game too. Mick, I played it on stream the other day. I played the demo of Celeste 2 that's out on Steam right now, and I ended up really enjoying it. And I may play Celeste 1 on stream. I may do that when I get back from Japan. Play through it. Because it's fun. And I like streaming, but I don't know how engaging it is just to hear me chatting is for you guys. I'm sure you'd prefer it if I was playing a game or something on the side. Full circle, I know, and I'm happy. You have no idea how much your videos helped. Truly great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Haven't heard of Lord of the Rings. Is it good? Lord of the Rings is pretty solid, I'd say. Also, the TV show. Love it or hate it. I understand both sides, but my name is in the credits of the final episode of the last Lord of the Rings season 2 episode. So, you know, I'm on there. I did that. Dune films are awesome. I know. I need to watch them. It's fun to hear me ramble, and ramble I will. Japan is what, 14 hours from you? If you love sci-fi, you need to watch things. That is true. That is true. I was thinking about editing on the plane, but just doing a Dune marathon. So there's going to be a third Dune, right? Is it not worth me waiting for all 3 to come out and just like going insane on it? CB Flem, I'm in Japan for like 19 days, like almost 3 weeks. This is a vibe, not gonna lie. Eating whilst talking is just great. What are you eating? What's everyone having for dinner? Because I need to figure something out. and I don't know what to eat tonight. These hangs are great, but I'm also happy to watch you play something. Yeah, I mean, to be completely like candid with you guys, these hangs are great and I love doing it, but you'll see all my streams, I hit a point where I just like look at the time and I'm just like, I hit a wall and I'm like, I don't know what to talk about now. I've never had to just talk this long in my life. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to end the stream now, and I leave. But I feel like if I had a game or something else to engage with, then I could just keep going for much longer, which is what I want. Also, I think it's what gets me those free Prime subs on Twitch. Nod, nod, nink, nink. Nod, nod, nink, nink. Wudge, wudge. Nod, nod, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Dune 3 is 100% happening. Yeah, maybe I'll wait for that. But yeah, I just hit a wall when streaming where I'm just like, boom. Which is why I'm trying my hardest to like constantly kind of look. Shintakami, thank you. It was very cheeky of me to beg for that, but I'm glad it works. Thank you so much for the subscription on Twitch. Judge. I'm also aware I need to get an ad blocker, guys. I'm aware of that. Sorry, I'm just skimming through this. Get this out. Which art do you think is the coolest out of these three, guys? 1, 2, or 3? This being 1, which I think is pretty cool. This being 2, or this being 3. And like, I think 3 is pretty awesome. You guys are all team 1? Always black and white, 3. So just only Danny likes 2. Oh no, Flam likes 2 as well. So a pretty even spread of like what you guys like here. 1 or 3. 2, love me some green. 2, 3. I mean, they've obviously done very well for themselves then. The black and white one feels the most like, it's there to be like retro, like you would find it in like a book from the 80s, but this kind of screams to me like video gamey. You know when indie video games don't have the budget to do like a cut scene, so they just kind of have a bunch of moving images? That's what this feels like. Not say which is very cool, I think. If the others were black and white, they would look cooler. Interesting. I think this looks so cool because it's all the same color, you know? Throw a poll. Well, here's the curse of streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. It's which do I do the poll on, you know? Arguably it would be YouTube because they have a lot more viewers over there, but I feel like it would be a disservice to the Twitch guys. 3 is old school, 1 is anime. Yeah, 1 does give that kind of vibe. I'm not even sure what 2 is. I understand what 2 is, but I mean like animation style. I couldn't even. It's like storybook-esque. Ildor, you have so many subscribers here on Twitch. That's true. That is true. Twitch makes up most of the revenue. So even though I have more viewers on YouTube, the Twitch are the heavy hitters. What in the blue eyes white dragon was that? Fair. Shintakami became a member of bonus section. Shintakami, thank you. You don't have to. Don't subscribe to me on both sides, guys. I mean, I appreciate it, but well, thank you. I think you're my first silver tier YouTube member, Shintakami, so thank you. CB Flem, what? I am confused. Why, what did he say? Oh, I don't know what he's talking about. Prime's heavy lifting, big time. I looked at my money on Twitch, and I'm at 50 bucks a month right now, and 44 of those dollars are from Amazon Prime memberships, which is great. That's like free money that I wouldn't have got, but it's crazy. It's like 90% of it. I've been meaning to do it for a while, so I'm putting my money where I'm... Oh, well, thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm benefiting much since I need your videos for DM learning purposes. Well, let me know if you want to see a video about anything in particular as well, and I will think about it. I was making a joke that this was the final D&D session because you were dying. Oh my god, Flem, that's so... I am alive and well, apart from the root canal I'm getting tomorrow morning. I'm good. I feel good. You should stream your D&D finale. Wouldn't be wondering what to say, and we deserve it as co-DMs. I've thought about it. I even brought it up with my players at one point. I'm like, what would you like if I did that? Would you be down to be on to do like a live actual play in front of people? And they were all, I thought some of them would be like, no, don't do that. But surprisingly, the Paddy Rick, thank you for the follow. They all seemed down. They genuinely all seemed down. I was like, okay. But then I was like, but if we do it, I'd want to do it properly, and I'd want to do it with good cameras and good sound. So I'd need to buy like more cameras and more microphones and do all that stuff to do it well. Because I don't want to do it like half-assed, you know? Welcome back, Cat Bros. Depends, can we be the big bad evil guy? Yeah, you guys want to... Yeah, you can do. I do like the idea. There is something... I'm sure many people have tried it. And if you have any recommendations of channels that have done this, let me know. But there's something about D&D, playing it live, that I feel goes really hand in hand with audience participation. So, like, the audience can vote for certain things to happen in-game. Because... normally it's just the DM deciding what happens. There's no reason why the DM can't be affected by polls and things from chat, right? I think that'd be really fun. I'm sure people must have tried it. If my players are okay with it, it would be really cool. Maybe. I'd have to work up the confidence. I feel like it's a new thing to... a new level of confidence would have to be unlocked to run an actual play online. But you know, I didn't have enough confidence to stream a couple of years ago, and I overcame that. I didn't have enough confidence to make YouTube videos, and I overcame that. So we here overcoming stuff. Okay, guys, we need more subs for it to happen. Thank you, Ildor. I will share. I'll give you 20% of all subs that you bring in. Ginny D has you beat on Weird Dice, newest video thumbnail. Human Bone Dice. I saw the thumbnail and thought, that is a fantastic thumbnail. It's a fantastic thumbnail. Yeah, I want to watch. Maybe we watch that video. Oh, something for all DMs out there. I found the best digital DM screen you won't believe on Sunday. I can't post a link here, but search Reddit for the ultimate DM screen 4.5. This? Oh my god, this? Is it this spreadsheet? Immediately search. It's just like, yeah, I don't even know what digital DM screen is, to be honest, if I'm being honest with you. Is it just what you have up on your laptop? Hold on, let me click into this for that. Make sure it's safe for stream. Did you guys see recently? There's that creator who, what's the best way to describe it? He opened up his like homework to like 300,000 people on Google Docs so they could edit it, and he just watched as it got like absolutely demolished. And I was like, I should do that, albeit with a much smaller amount of people, but I should do that with my DM planning, my DM session notes, and then I have to run that session based on the notes that you change it to. Oh, it's more than 800k, fair enough. That's a lot of people. So mine would probably be more like 20 people, but I think that would be very funny. And if you guys like approached it like you genuinely all were trying to help and you were trying to make it a really good D&D session and we just get the weirdest thing. I'm going to name every name into a poop joke. Yeah, man, that'd be so fun. I just feel like it would turn into like people deleting everything though and starting fresh. So we wouldn't actually get like a collaboration. We'd just get like pure nonsense. Ooh, a weather generator. Oh, dude, this is awesome. Items? Oh. This is my biggest D&D weakness, by the way. The prices of things. It's my biggest D&D weakness. And in fact, on my DM screen now, on a post-it note, I've stuck on there, and it just says... what does it say now? It says one gold piece equals $100. And that's the math I do in my head now. Like real life money, one gold piece is roughly $100. So if the party are going out and buying something that in my mind would be worth $100, I'm just like, that's a gold piece. Oh, the chaos do it. Oh yeah, let us write a one shot for your players. I just don't think it will come out the way you guys think it will. I think it will be pure gibberish. It'll probably just be like the word poop over and over and over again. Rules and no delete. Okay. Just type only. Can I do that though? Can I trust people to obey? So PlayStation 5 is like 5 gold. Exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah. Or if someone's going to jump in a wagon to go across town, I'm like, well, how much would an Uber be? And then how many silver pieces would that be? So what do your health potions cost? Yeah, health potions are normally 50 gold pieces, right? So what's that? $5,000? Yeah, $5,000 for a health potion, which like makes sense in a way. If that was a real life thing, if I could give you liquid that would just heal you, it wouldn't be cheap. One silver piece is $10 and one copper piece is $1. I've got it written down on my DM screen downstairs, but yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, it works. I've not looked too much into it, but I use it, and it's worked for me. They team up with Sailor Moon to fight Shrek and former Swedish Prime Minister Olaf Palme. Yeah, maybe I don't give you guys access to my DM notes. Uber across town will be 3 silver and 30 copper, yeah. About a trip to the ER. What? Is it CAD or USD? It's CAD. It's CAD that I use, but I think because it was on Reddit that I learned this. I think they were probably using USD, but I think it's not that big a difference. You know, unless you get into really big numbers, I guess. But it's a fantasy world. Laughs in free healthcare. Laughs in NHS. Free health potions forever. Yeah. So it's going to be $1 per silver if that's the math. Right. And then a copper piece is just a cent, I guess. A penny. It's something like that. I'd have to get my DM screen and fully get it out. But yeah, I've written all that down. And it makes life a lot easier. Because I'm just like, how much does a pint of ale cost in the real world? Well, you know, $10. So let's go with that. I'm sure there's some DMs out there who don't even play with gold pieces at all. They just use dollars. CAD, Australian dollar, US dollar, or even pounds. I reckon you could get away with doing it, right? It might be weird maths sometimes, like stuff might be too expensive or too cheap a little bit, but it's not like you're in the ballpark. You just came across a channel named Blaine Simple. He has a Sunday Twitch stream called Chat Plays D&D. I've looked into his videos to see what he does though. Yes, I have come across Blaine Simple before, and he does the Doug stuff, fundamentally. He does have chat influencing things, so that is fair. I forgot about that. 100 plat must be so much. It must be so much. You equate it to GPP. So platinum piece is £10, gold piece is £1, Electrum is 50 pence. We don't use Electrum. Silver is 10 pence, and copper is 1 pence. Ah, interesting. I run it, 1 gold is $10, a silver is $1, and so forth. Yeah, that's like easier. I don't know why, but I think within like the Forgotten Realms and like the books and stuff, it's 1 gold is closer to $100. How much for the immovable rod? I'll give it you. You can have it if you can lift it. Ladder's writer one shot. That's a Doug YouTube video. I let chat write my one shot. I'd have to get some like coding in place though. I don't know how to code, but it'd be nice where it would just scan chat and pick up random words and then put together some kind of one shot. If you lift it, call yourself Sun Wukong. I don't get that reference. Electrum is like Scottish currency. They'll take it, but they won't be happy about it. Covering a Dragonlance campaign and was surprised to learn about steel pieces. Wow, I didn't know about that either. Where does a steel piece slot in? A gold piece is a steel piece. Ah. Cold Bullet Club? I don't know who that is. Legend of Monkey King is basically the immovable rod. Right, okay. You guys seen Invincible TTRPG? Because I haven't. You guys watch Invincible? Watch on YouTube. Love a good superhero TTRPG. I know there's a bunch out there. But this could be good. Yeah, in this I love No, I don't think it's lived up to the first series yet. I think the first series is so good, but all the other seasons are like solidly good. Okay. Well, our first trailers go. There's some Kickstarter coming to Kickstarter. When's that on Kickstarter? Got 2,800 people following already. This is going to be $1 million Kickstarter. I'll put money on it right now. That's going to be at least $1 million Kickstarter. In fact, how good is the Terry Pratchett one? Terry Pratchett's Discworld RPG is at 4 million. Holy. Invincible's gonna go far. It's gonna go far. That's crazy how good Kickstarter is nowadays. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe I get chat to write me a one-shot then I put it on Kickstarter, and then I make millions of dollars. Thoughts? That a plan? Flat Earth TTRPG, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, six figures after this one. That's 4 million, baby. And their original goal, like the money they needed to make it, was just 181,000. So, the profit margins is crazy. Do we get? You get a credit. I'll give you a credit, and I'll give you a discount when you buy the book. Hey, what's going on? You coming on stream? Yeah, I've stopped talking about the session planning now. You want to pull up a pew?
No, I'm good. Just want to say hi. Hello. What you talking about?
You have to talk into here.
Oh, I have something now.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. We're just
Make
looking.
tea.
Oh,
Tea.
yeah, can I have one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any kind?
Do we have a peppermint one?
I think so. Peppermint vanilla? I think we're running
Yes.
low, but...
Okay. If not, I'll have whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you. Don't know who that woman is.
Team revoked.
I live alone. She's making me a tea. What did I miss? Being a ghostwriter for me, you'll do it. Hey, once again, you get no money. You guys would be very silly to take that offer. What about the Japanese by D&D Shorts? I was looking at D&D Shorts on here because I was doing research to see. Let's have a look. Crap, I can't remember what it was actually called. Snazzy also says hi. You chatting to Snazzy right now? Hello, Mrs. Bonus Action. She says hello back, Flam. Teach your wife how to play BG3. She has it, and she's played it with me. And I would love to. Maybe I do a stream where we play Baldur's Gate 3 together as a couple, and you can watch our relationship slowly fall apart. There's a random woman in my house. Blink twice if you're being held hostage. Oh man. Is my wife main action? I'm bonus action. And potential children have reactions. You can get on board with that. But yeah, Kickstarter's wild. Wild. She lives in my walls. She's like covered in the kitchen. She just comes down to like scavenge food and make me tea. Hey, content. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes. I'll only drink on the left side of my mouth.
You want a straw?
No, I don't want a straw, but thank you.
Go right directly down into your throat.
Get out of here. All right. Sorry about that rude interruption, guys. All right, well, let's watch a little bit more of this.
We're right here.
First.
We're right here.
How are you guys feeling? You want to play some D&D?
Oh,
Amazing.
hell yeah.
Well, then why don't we get this party started with a charisma
That is
saving
hot.
throw? All of you right now go. I wasn't kidding.
Really?
Make a charisma saving
Wait, so
throw.
does
So
this...
we're not
does
even.
this-
We're not.
I gotta say, I do like the idea of just starting a session with an immediate saving throw. I think every session should start with that. How do you know bonus life reaction? Oh, I just wrote his best one-hit wonder campaign. Yeah. And got 0 money for it. The electrical socket pops out the wall and her hand sticks out the hole to grab food. Ryokos, that's what it's called. Yes. Ryoko's Kickstarter. Nope. Ryoko's Guide. That made 3 million. That made 3 mil. That's wild. There's so much money involved. I would love to know how much the D&D shorts, if you ever see this, get in touch with me, because I'd love to know how much this cost to make and how much money you walked away with at the end. Hey, Kat. Kat the Mao is my wife, by the way. She's back in the walls. The new law, by the way, Kat, is that you live in the walls here, and you just show up for scraps of food occasionally. Oh, you're in YouTube and Twitch. Look up Obojima in here. Tales from the Tall Grass. This one. Holy, that made 2 mil. Wild. Yeah, I've got to make a Kickstarter, guys. So if you guys could jump on that for me and get the ball rolling on that would be really cool. Oh, it's assessing for your first campaign. Oh, it's giving actual anime vibes. I like it a lot. Oh, is it modern day? No. Is it like Apocalypse after the modern day? That's very cool. It's supposed to look like Ghibli, yeah. If you need to borrow the book, I have it. I can send it to you. Nah, okay, I'll look into it some more. But you'd recommend? You enjoy playing in that world? This looks beautiful. Can we do this? Well, I guess if the wife wants to do it. Feels like a slice of life version of Adventure Time after the nukes dropped. There was that other Netflix cartoon. Oh, what was it called? It followed a girl. It was like in the apocalypse world. Dan Stevens was in there playing a monkey. Oh, it's going to bug me now. Well, that was kind of vibes I was getting from that. Okay, don't do non-things. Have a good one. It's extremely new player friendly, a great segue start for introducing D&D. Oh, good to know. Yeah, Cat the Mao, how do you feel about a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough with me online? Not now. Warning, your relationship may never be the same. I already played with her and she immediately touches everything and starts fights with everyone in the game. So, there's that.
Not even like gentle conversation, some cuddling.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need
he's a
foreplay? You
A
said
little
you
bit
were
of
ready to
foreplay
play
would be
D&D.
Does this determine what level of Riz each
I'm
of us
down, but
has?
I get to pick
No,
who we romance.
I could
Thank
never.
God.
You have to
an
romance
that
me.
for you.
That's an 18.
And we can just
18,
role play it
17,
ourselves.
17, 8. I think it's going to be you, baby girl.
So you're going to run a poll with the group I'm doing. You want to with them to see if they want to make characters or trust me to help them start. Yeah, if they're brand new Shinigami, pre-made characters are pretty good. Like you could print out a bunch of pre-mades. Are you playing in person or online? But having a bunch of pre-mades for them is solid. And if they want to make their own, they can do, and they can just choose. Oh, I understand now. Okay. My wife is the opposite in BG3. Talks to literally everyone and doesn't touch a thing beside that. No, Kat just like, we ran into the Druid Enclave and they're doing some ritual and she just goes straight up to the totem in the middle of the ritual and takes it. And then she just goes, oh, did I do that? And then they all started attacking us. Last D&D game. What TTRPG will you play next? I will probably play D&D next. Maybe Daggerheart. But this is my last game for a while. Yeah. I want to talk to everyone and open every crate. I'm down for that. Because I can just chat to chat while you're chatting to everyone. By accident. Yeah, you still did it though. So this campaign doesn't force people making pre-made characters, because one thing I'm catching with these new players, they don't really like being limited. Oh, interesting. I was getting used to the controls, guys. You did that your first time too. You'd honestly recommend Daggerheart since it is a different experience. More narrative. Yeah. Well, I pre-ordered it, so I think it comes in like May. I'll get Daggerheart, which I'm just so excited about. I just hope I can get my players to give it a go. I played with your girlfriend and got frustrated once because she was looting a random house. Turned out the crest thing we were looking for was in that house, so she was right. Actual play Daggerheart? I mean, that could be good.
That is a critical one.
First roll.
Will, the dice are lying.
Oh no, it's Will.
Incredible. This is the guy with a PhD in Resonomics. No.
Well, it's been an honour to serve alongside you. I feel I got to know you really.
Thank you for your service.
Perfect. Well, Will.
Unfortunately, Daggerheart
We
campaign
begin
with
with
just frog
you.
people. Yeah.
You are the one that convinced your friends that maybe going and picking up an odd job or two with this gang boss down in like the dusty outer skirts of Baldur's Gate probably wasn't a bad idea.
You mean slumming it? That's what servants do.
I mean, why not, Astarion? Live a little for once in your life.
Well, I know, but these are not the incredible manicured hands of somebody who delivers stuff.
This is all very nostalgic, but I have
This is
been trying to turn
fundamentally
over a new leaf for Tav.
A radio play.
I still don't understand what exactly we're doing.
And there's a sort of ancient-looking gnomish woman who introduced herself to you as Muffin as you came into a little room in the back of a tavern that you all knew was not a tavern. The drinks that were getting poured, no money was being exchanged, and every eye, whether or not it was making eye contact with you, was on you from the moment you walked in.
Oh, I just thought we were being really
Okay.
attentive. and this
We're not
was
gonna
all
watch the whole
cult because
thing.
We're such amazing people.
But like, what
You got
happened?
ushered-
I do!
Why are they stood up?
Yeah!
It's either all three of us or none of us, darling.
I think we should have a race.
And I think it's a very bad idea to
This
do
looks
deals
like
with
chaos.
Why is that
Hello,
what
darling.
Take the bloody
That
out.
is.
Did I get it
Call
back?
Lady Muffin a hag.
hags. Prefers Lady Muffin.
That one.
Prefers
Okay,
Lady
listen, guys.
Let me be clear. If I take your eye, I won't give it back. But
Take a picture!
No.
No, just
So,
what do you call it?
time out, please.
Oh, I thought that was in my head.
No.
Mind
can I
that.
tadpole the information to this lot?
Sure.
That this is an arch hag, and we are
This
absolutely
felt more like
screwed.
theatre
now
play
that
mixed
you
in.
know she's an archag,
Yeah.
that's why she's getting mad about being
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they do combat?
Let's just grab the bag and go.
Yeah,
This
so-
is tadpole pose whenever you want to
Tadpole
talk to each
tadpole.
other.
By the way,
Take a picture, take a picture!
by the way,
Have a surprise round on you. but I do need all of you to roll initiative.
Yep.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Which I have advantage on. Hooray.
3.
Oh my God, my guys! Sorry. I'm
But is it
having
just
an-
there to
I
the
did it.
mind? That's a
As
shame.
you see a fleet
good.
of 20 disembodied hands
Yeah.
Aw.
from different humans and humanoid figures. Some of them are smaller, like from the smaller races, halflings and dwarves and gnomes. Some of them oversized, like they're from Goliath. Some of them taloned. Some of them webbed, barely.
Warmy. And just go and basically breathe fire.
Beautiful.
Lovely
Nothing
knowing
would
you.
make me
Good
happy.
work. Well done.
To his ass?
Specifically.
Yeah, specifically his ass.
All right,
Disgusting.
that's something. I'll watch that fully on my own time. I feel bad just watching the whole thing on stream. Oh. Also, guys, if you're in the YouTube right now, could you like the video, please? Like and subscribe. So I'm thinking about doing a stream where I get a bunch of ethical dilemmas, you know, like the trolley problem, where you're on a train and there's someone on the tracks, or 5 people on the tracks who are about to get hit by the train, and you can pull a lever, go a different way, but you hit one person. What do you do? I want to get a bunch of like ethical problems like that, and then I want to play D&D with you chat, where I get you to roll to see outcomes, and I get you to make decisions, and we see how you handle ethical dilemmas with D&D mechanics. Exchange, try to say my name. I'll smash that like button. Well, Ashus Ildegar. There you go. I tried. I'll drop a like for 2% of the Kickstarter revenue. You want 2% of my $4 million? Oh, that I did no work for? I don't know. It's a hard bargain. Trolley problem, I see 6 sources of XP. There is no problem. That may be the downside if I did something like that, where you guys would just turn into murder hobos almost instantly. Ethical dilemmas aren't ethical dilemmas when you guys don't have ethics. Rolled a 3. Oof. Yeah, by the way, guys, exclamation mark roll will roll you a d20, and so far the highest one anyone's got is a 3, so... The problem is getting the train to go on both tracks. Reverse. Redo. That can't be right. Wait, hang on. Everyone roll. Okay, no, it's good. That was just unluckiness. We got a 7. Can someone get over a 10, please? So far, you've all failed the stealth check. $12? $14? It's just going up. All right, who's going to get the 20? $14 again? Guys, this feels... Oh, I think there's a cooldown. There's a cooldown. You can only do it... I think multiple people can do it, but you've got to wait like 20 seconds before you can do it again. Oh, we got an 18! Okay, Danny's winning so far. Try it again, bro, Jojo. 18's solid. Bro, Jojo, you got a 1. Oof. Rolled a 6. You guys would be dead for sure. I think over like Ildar got a 16. I think you guys just rolled like 20 times and only 2 people have got higher than a 15. Okay, so I think there's a cooldown because it didn't work for Ice Raya there, and I don't know why. I think it's a cooldown if someone else just did it. So, and if you, yeah, I think it's like 5 seconds or something. So if someone does it now, it should work. The guys sound the best. A 4. What is half a 3? Oh wow. Yeah, this is a tough day for rolls. A 10. This is rough. No one can get a 20. Nope. A 13. This is genuinely... I've not done anything. This is just unlucky. We've had a 1. I think it's got to be on Twitch. Shintagami. I'm afraid. Danny got a 15. Brodger got a 17, which is pretty good. Got a 5. Oh, man. Thank you for the follow, the Paddy Rick. Yes. If people follow, I think it increases your chances of getting a 20. Eldar 5. Danny a 7. Curry Maker a 16. Solid. Icebreaker followed the channel. Thank you. Icebreaker subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the subscription. You get inspiration. You can re-roll if you want to. You get a +5 to your roll. Shintagami an 11. Man, this is content. Right, guys? This is just content. This is just good quality, solid content. Giotho rolled a 15. Shintagami, yeah, no one's got a 20, have they? That is truly astonishing. We got a 7. Wait, what is that? Cheese King rolled a dice with a dice? Is that a 20? 20 right here. Thank you for the hype train started. Holy crap. Thank you for all the follows. Ken, thank you for the subscription. I've lost track now. Wait, you have to be honest. Shintagami, did you get a 20? Did someone get a 20? Legally, if you get a 20, you have to tell me. You can't lie. No 20s. We got a 19 on Danny again. Dan in Toronto. Hey, I'm Phil in Toronto, Dan. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I got the 20. Is that what that was, Cheese King, when it didn't give you a number, it just gave you the dice? Yeah, it's 20. Right. Right. What's going on, Ken? Good to know, good to know. Congratulations, we have 120. Howdy, fellow Torontonian. Howdy. We've had a few ones, though. He rolled 3 times in a row, went 3-2-1. Guys, we went to Stormcrow Manor, which is a bar in Toronto, a nerdy bar / restaurant. And they have a thing there where you can roll a dice and it decides what shot you get. And we were at a table of, I think, 5 people. And we all bought these shots. So we all got D20 to roll. And we all rolled 5. All of us. What are the odds? So we all got the same drink. It wasn't even that good a drink, but we all rolled 5. It was wild. I thought the dice might have been weighted at that point. Going back to YouTube. Oh, what have I turned chat into? Who was the first person who rolled? Who did this? Yes, Kat the Mel was there. She is a witness. Was there only 4 of us, Kat? Or was there 5? I think it might have only been 4. Well, thank you, Ken. It means a lot. Gonna start prepping for your session Saturday? Nice. Rigged. You did it on your birthday a couple of years back. I remember it being a pickle something. I wasn't happy. Oh, I think if you get a 1, it's the pickle shot. There's your 5. I think it was our couple's day. Okay, so there's 4 of us. 4 5s in a row. Net 1, you had to pay the bill. Well, hey. In Leeds, England, where I lived for a couple of years, my favourite bar ever had a deal where if you go in on a weeknight between the hours of 5 o'clock and 9 o'clock, every time you order a drink, you can roll a D6, and if you get a 6, the drink is free. And you can buy, like, you could go up and be like, I want 6 pints, and then you'd roll, and if you got a 6, it would be free. It was crazy. I loved it. I loved it. Just some light gambling with my beers. But it wasn't gambling because there was no loss. Like, if I rolled a 1, I'd just pay full price. I think if I rolled a 3, you get 25% off, and a 6 was just free. What's in that 20? At Stormcrow Manor, you mean? It's, I can't remember what the shot is, but you get to keep the shot glass, and it's like a cool shot glass. Gotta start contemplating which AI to use to make my subscriber badges. I don't know. I don't think AI's a... Hey, the D&D space, not trusting of AI. And rightly so, I'd say. Oh, was that the place I got? Yes, you got a 6 and you got like 4 drinks for free in that bar. It was so good. Oh, it sounds cool. Need some in my area. I think I was asking someone who owned a bar here in Toronto, like, would you ever do something like that? Because it was a good deal, because it brought people in to the bar during hours when it would be dead. Like, it would be empty, they'd make no money. So it brought tons of people in to try and get free drinks. And they would end up, over the course of the night, making more money than they lost. And I asked someone here in Toronto who owned a bar, and they were like, I don't think they can legally do it in Canada because it's gambling to some degree and it's different rules. Damn, I'm bad at dice rolling. Yeah, maybe Nightbot's just screwing with you. Yeah, it's good for one thing, and that's to give me a name for a goblin I came up with for no reason. You can't just go with Boblin, like every other one of us. Bobbit, the goblin. Due to go to Manchester in May, any places you would recommend? Cat the Mow, do you remember that bar we went to in Manchester that we just like stumbled into, and it was like a gaming bar, and they had the Pokemon drinks where you got a free Pokemon card? I can't remember the name of it, but there's a few cool bars in Manchester. It's worth just Google nerdy places in Manchester. Also, we went to a place where it's a speakeasy, a secret bar, and it's in a laundromat. And you have to go in, and it's like you go through a vending machine to go to this like speakeasy. Really nice cocktails. Really cool place. Damn, Canada sounds boring if you can't gamble with your drinks. Fair. I mean, I could, but then I'd have my 30th Boblin. Bob is a very serious name, and it always means business. Said by Bob was his name. Yeah, Forbidden Planet's Forbidden Planet's worth checking out. It's just a comic book store. Then when I've not lived there for a long time, but there was this dive kind of bar called Fab Cafe, which was like a full nerd out. I'm probably way too old for it now, to be honest. It's probably for people in their early 20s. But it had like a TARDIS in there. It had a bunch of sci-fi memorabilia. I remember thinking it was cool. Damn, so you're too old for it then? Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but it was like when I was going there, I was in my early 20s. How old is too old? 87 is probably a bit old to be visiting a children's store. Too old is just like if you are the only person of your age range by like 15 years, you're probably too old to be in that place. You know? Like, if I walk into a bar, and I'm 35 now, soon to be 36, and everyone else in that bar is under 20 years old, I'm too old to be in that bar. I think that's fair. You have one called the Cold Room in Montreal. That's pretty neat. A speakeasy? Very nice. U-turn and exit. Yeah, very quick. Did you miss the final D&D session prep? You did. And it was mostly just chat prepping my session for me, which was very nice. Dang, you look great for 35. Oh, stop it. It's the lighting and the filter and the makeup and the AI video. Who goes to the bar in the first place? Sitting in your basement for the win. Well, hey, if you have like a little bar set up in your basement, that is the win. That's like my dream, to have like a bar in my house. That's when I know I've made it. And by bar, I mean just like an island with some bar stools and some drinks on it. Oh yeah, I remember I met you when you turned 30. Yeah, around COVID, right? We had a birthday Discord call. Did we? Did we play Among Us? Since again, I flirting with my husband. The age you're too old is when you fall over and people don't laugh, they're worried about you. Yeah, like, that's true. Because I forget stuff all the time. And it annoys people. But when I start forgetting stuff and people just look at me being like, oh no, that's when it's bad. Uncle Phil. Technically I am an uncle, but only through marriage. Holy crap, I gifted subscription to Cat the Mao. She should have been subscribed, so thanks for calling her out there. I swear I gifted subscription to Marnik 101 and Lewington. Is that Welsh? And Dan on in Toronto and Lunette. Thank you so much, Icefire. That's huge. So you know when you're getting old is when whilst watching movies you fancy the mothers instead of the daughters. Do you think that just happens? Do you think that's a switch? Like you just hit an age and they just kudum? Or do you think you start like fancying the hot moms first? I'm 25 and look 20 without the beard. Life hack. Yeah, I watched a TikTok where the guy was saying it's hard to decide between looking clean shaven, where you look younger and worse, or you grow a beard and you look older but better. And I'm like, yeah, do you want to look younger and worse, or older but better? And there's a real dilemma there, because I don't want to look old, but I look better with a beard, but I look older. But when I'm clean shaven, I look younger, but I look bad. So it's, you know, Potatoes, potatoes. What would chat need to raise to have you shave, Phil? Just my beard, right? Silence? Not my hair. You into the basement of Discord? I will. I will soon. Still hoping I can look 19. It's 47, that's the age that the Switch flips. I'm 24 and I always likes the hot moms. Love the content, giving me some great ideas. I'm already incorporating into our next session this weekend. Well, I bet it'll be a good session, I swear. True life hack is not being able to grow a beard. Yeah, then the choice is just out of your hands. 55k subscribers and Phil shaves his beard. On Twitch, not on YouTube. I'm almost at 55k subscribers on YouTube already. No. But if I get 55,000 people subscribe to me on Twitch, like pay me, that's like 100k. Yeah, I would shave everything. It would be scorched earth. I'd go bald completely. For 100k, yeah. Me with a blade might be too much. Yeah, you guys don't want to watch me get murdered on stream, surely. Even accidentally. Now I want the beard and the hair. Yeah. Gotta embrace the old. Better than getting older and uglier. Yeah. It just sucks that those are the two options. So if I stop streaming for a time, you know I've shaved, yeah. Or if I start like talking to chat in a really weird way, it means I pre-recorded the stream because I've shaved and I'm waiting for it to come back. I said what I said. When chat's done, you can look like Minsk. Famous bald D&D Baldur's Gate person. Not bald. Cut them out. What if I look great when I'm bald? What if I just look really good? I don't think I will, but what if I did? What if it unlocked something in you? I think if I was going to go bald, I would want to keep the beard. You know? One side of my head has to have hair. 50k on Twitch is closer to 200k than 100k. Yeah, I guess you're right. Don't forget, I mean, Twitch takes like 50%. You don't trust your wife with a knife? That's wild. I don't think she trusts herself. Means cosplaying. I don't trust me with a knife. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why she said stabby stabby at the end. That's not... It doesn't sound like it's an accidental thing. I don't have a dent in my head. My wife once gaslit me, telling me I had a dent in my head for like way too long. And she convinced me like I had a massive dent in my head. And I believed her. Yeah, what if I look like I don't know who that is. Just like you said about being ginger, all or nothing, go bald or go home. I'm not ginger. I'm strawberry blonde. We've been through this. I'm strawberry blonde. I don't have a dent in my head. Give me $200,000 and I'll go bald. It's the end of, that's the end of the story. Remember, Twitch guys buy bits on browser as the app takes 30% cut. I mean, that's true. Just shave the mustache like Wolverine. I don't think that would look good. I would look Amish, for sure. The gamer dent, we all have that. Yeah, I gotta think about that if I go bald. Just the headset dent. You totally have a dent. I don't have a dent, guys. It's not gaslighting. My SO also convinces you have a dent. I'm in the face where I'm in denial. I don't have a dent. I can see myself. There's no dent here. Unless it's at the back somewhere. Oh, here we go again with Strawberry Blonde. Yes, it's Strawberry Blonde. If you're not ginger, then I'm colorblind. Then, dude, you're colorblind. I don't know what to say. The gamer dent is crazy. That clip of Tim the Tap Man when he takes off his headset and he's just got a dent there is so funny. You can see the dent right now. Okay. Okay. Denty boy. Okay. I see what's happening here. We can see the dent felt deny. Okay. Bonus dent. Right. Okay. You see what you did, Cat the Mouse? You see what you did? Denial in hair color and dent style. Look, maybe one of them's true, but there's no way both are true. I'm either ginger or I'm dented. You guys can choose it. Hold on the side again. I'm never turning my face left or right ever again. Petition to call him Bonus Dent from now on. That's not how... You can't change my name on here. I'm in charge of the brand. Confirm for the stream he is ginger and has a dent. Denial. You guys are in denial. You guys are in denial. I want to clip that so badly. I'm ginger or dented. I think that's a fair compromise. You have a glasses dent, and you can no longer ever wear contacts. What do you mean by that? What's the glasses dent? Like on your nose? He's mostly ginger. His hair color on his head IRL looks more brown. Thank you. More brown. More brown. Sir denting it. Okay. Why is Cat not mod? She should be. She should be, but we're fighting now because she told 34 people on stream that I had a dent in my head and now they're bullying me for it. My husband has a dent. Okay. Okay, guys. Maybe a brownish ginger. There's definitely a colour from Just for Men's. Maybe in a few years I'll be doing the Just for Men's stuff. This is natural. Strawberry blonde. Undented. The dent is not ginger. We should not create Discord dedicated to the dent. The dent is not a thing. It's not its own thing. It's not a thing. I'm 20% ginger, but Ricing, I'm on board with you. No, we all have the dent. You're only one on stream. Okay, well, in a world where the dent is normal, then that's not as bad. If we're all dented, and if we're all ginger, then that's okay. The dent is not confirmed by the wife. The wife is gaslighty. Cat the Mouse lives in my walls. She's not a trusted source. This is how conspiracy theories gain steam. Yeah, this is how Flat Earthers started out. Martin Ulven followed the channel. Thank you for the follow. You're too handsome. We have to take you down a peg. Okay, now she's getting worried. I wish I was ginger. Okay, guys, now you're... What's happening now? I don't... An Asian with ginger hair. How would I look? We'll see what mine and Cat the Mouse kids look like. Love my content. Thank you, Martin. Well, welcome to the stream where apparently I just get bullied for things that aren't true. Or maybe slightly true. Putting you up so I can buy you dinner tonight. Yeah. Tries to spin back the wife in the walls joke to deflect. Would I do that? Would I try and distract like that? You gotta be quiet, guys. She can hear me. She's in the walls. I left everything running while you did an errand. You're talking about dents and gingers now. Yeah, unrelated to me, but just in general, other people who could be ginger with dents in their head. Prince Harry, famously. Dented. Chat chooses takeout for you. Well, we're going out. We're going out tonight, guys. It's date night. Actually, what time is it? Yeah, it's date night tonight. And apparently I'm buying, so. Your kid will be called Reaction. Yeah. I don't even... Reaction is not a good name. You can't shorten that to anything. Just put the word dent behind a paywall. It is funny how willing I am to be bullied by people who pay me money. I'm like, you can call me dented all day. I'm Harvey Dent now, if you're a subscriber. It's dent night. Okay. Okay. Catch you later, Icefire. Go for pasta and order al dente. Right. I mean, these are good. These are good. They're impressively, they're smart. You guys are being smart, but I don't appreciate it. Our 3 children make appearances in his video. Are beautiful girls with their fluffy tails. Yes. Yeah, we do have 3 kids. They are cats. And we don't have any ginger ones. I will be dented for money. Okay. Okay. I see you preparing for a D&D session. Is it a homebrew campaign world? See, Martin, thank you so much for a beautiful question. Without any kind of insult in it. We finished prepping earlier. It is a homebrew world. That's kind of like co-created by me and my players. And it's my first homebrew world, to be honest. Normally I run off modules, or I play in worlds that exist already. So this is like my first homebrew world, and I gotta say, I like it. It's like less work than I thought. I thought it would be way more work, but it's being able to do anything I want with the world is like less work. Well, thank you, Martin, for respecting the stream and chat's time. Danny, I am forever in your den. Okay, right. Yeah. You should get a job as a dentist. I know, like, look, guys. He's changing the topic. Yes, I'm changing it. Martin says, damn, that's awesome, man. Love me some homebrew. Thank you, Martin. You know what? Martin, me and you, I'm just going to reply to you from now on. Dan, you're running Vecna Eva Ruin and really enjoying it. I'm like slowly reading each word to make sure dent's not in there. That's awesome. So Eva Ruin is levels 11 to 20, right? How are you finding that? It medicine prep and the preppers don't know. Ask about the prices before you... Okay. Before you order anything, bank account could get one Harvard dent. Okay. Chat is off the rails, yeah. Yeah, chat's out of order, to be honest. Yeah, that's when it doesn't feel like work, but fun. Yeah. For me, just like homebrewing stuff, like I don't have to respect the world as much. Like if I'm playing in the Forgotten Realms or in Critical Role Exandria, I feel like I need to like study more for those. Correct, it's fun because I've never run. Yeah, I want to run a high-level campaign desperately. Maybe this one will eventually get there. I think the highest I've ever been is like 13. Did you see the new Star Wars movie, Return of the Dents? No, I didn't see that one. Actually, I didn't realize that one came out. Is it good? Thoughts on playing campaign in the Forgotten Dents? God damn, I did not. I didn't even see that one coming. God damn it, that's so bad. Yeah. Last one you ran was Icewind Dale, Rime of Frost Maiden, and that went from level 1 to 10. Make sure you this read right, Shinsigami. Oh, I see. Wait, read this right. My bad, that was an accident. Yes, very, very, very clever. You got him. Yeah. Icewind Dent. These aren't even puns anymore. They're just you're just replacing words with dent. I agree, because it's other people's content, but when you do it in your own world, you can do it however you want. He was ready to. I was like, I finally got Shinsigami. I've got him here. He's the idiot now, and then I was like, no, he's making fun of me. No, she's not regretting it. Honestly, this is the most chats I've had in a long time, so I'm enjoying it. I have you running on a TV now too. Got to do stuff. Does Xbox, YouTube, and TV, YouTube, and Twitch count as 3 streams? I don't actually know how that works. It might be IP related, but I appreciate it. D&D related comment. Check out the Game Master's Book of series by Jeff Ashworth. It's a series of books of pre-made traps, encounters, NPCs. Very good for the busy DM. Oh, I can concur. I've got 3 of them. And honestly, I forgot I had them. But I need to start using them again. Because when I first got them, I was using them and they were great. Especially the non-player characters one for figuring out NPCs. And they're just nice books. They genuinely are really good. How can we combine Dent and Denial? Denial? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Cat the Mao is buying the food tonight, I think. I think that's what's happening. D&D, definitely Ginger and... Yeah. Dungeons and Dented. Yeah. What can I say? I bring the energy. Not Lucas, how's it going? How are you progressing towards your goal of being a full-time content creator? Well, I am not making enough money yet, but since I've started streaming, I'm hoping to be doing soon. Streaming and posting more, which is what I've been doing. Surprising. Doing more work. So I should be good. I have a video coming out hopefully in the next few days where I literally am just going to talk about how much money I've earned in the past year and how much money I need to earn and where the money comes from. I think it'll be interesting and enlightening, maybe. But yeah, stay tuned for that video. Cat the Mao, but I'm jobless. Yeah, can we get a petition to get Cat the Mao to stream? Because she has streamed in the past. And we can all look at the dent in her head and be mean to her. Another thing, I did some streaming myself for 3 years ago. The best part was when the chat was active. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah. If you're active, you can say anything you want to me. Martin Nolan with the gifted subs. Holy. Gallant Lol, Nerds of the Feather, Ozar, Not So Carl Cryptid, and the Crimson Midnight. All got gifted stuff from Ildor. Not from Ildor, sorry, from Martin. Thank you so much. Ildor said you should act as a shield. I was going to ask, but didn't want to bring the mood down if you didn't hit your goal. I hope you reach it. Yeah. Yeah. I just want to be able to, like, tell people that I'm, like, what's my job? Because I've not been saying content creator. Because I'm, like, at most part-time. So I'm, like, as far as, like, earning money. So I've always, like, not said that. I've just been like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to do this. And it'd be nice to make enough money to be like, I do this. This is my job. That's like my goal. Too far, Phil. I'm sure your dent doesn't exist. Yeah. You should start a podcast called Critical Dent and do an actual play. Yeah. Yeah. Critical Dent is actually pretty good. Because you deserve it. Well, thank you, Martin. It means a lot. So yeah, Kat, you're going to start streaming when we're back? Is that the plan? Sorry, that's my last dent joke. Try my best to help support you. Please, I don't want to live in a world where like you guys feel the need to support me, you know? So never feel like that. Never feel bad for missing a stream or anything like that, or like feel bad for not being able to like do anything. It's all good. It's all good. Dimension dented. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't played any games in a hot minute as well, so I'll have a lot of catching up to do. Okay, real talk though, it's clear that a lot of the general public in the comments have been positive with my videos being completely transparent, so I think you got something going, Phil. Well, thank you. Thank you, Shinskami. No, honestly, the problem was I got let go from work a year ago, and and decided to try it full time. If that hadn't have happened, then I would be like rolling in money right now because I'd be on my money coming in from my day job and money coming in as a hobby. But it's a very different vibe, just relying purely on the content creation income. But it's like choices I've made in life that got me here, so it's not like a woe is me moment. After we've been to Japan, we should go visit Sweden. Hey, would love to go to Sweden. Just start saying it. That's part of it. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, but I'd rather make it first. No, but for real, the money video is really great for me. I am at that point in life where I get to choose what I want to do, and I would love to do something creative. I already do D&D vids. You'll like the next video. I was really umming and ahhing. The next video, I like break down exactly how much I earned over the last year. How would I recommend? Sorry. Sometimes the dent pushes into my throat and makes me cough. How would you recommend getting started playing D&D? I would recommend actual players. I would watch Dimension 20 and Critical Role. I'd start with like one-shots. I would, if you have friends who are unsure about D&D, send them the actual players because they're really entertaining and fun way to get into it. And then I would run one of these starter sets. Is what I would do. Did you even notice I wrote Sweden? You know what? I noticed you spelled Sweden wrong, and I felt bad for you. So I was genuinely being nice, and I ignored the spelling mistake. What I didn't realize was that it was Sweden. Did not realize that. So, touche. You get inspiration because that was the best one yet. I felt bad for you. I was like, this guy doesn't know how to spell Sweden. That's what I thought. This poor idiot. Well, no, it's me. I'm the idiot. Welcome back, Leon. Start by watching Calamity. Yeah, Calamity, Critical Role Calamity is a 4-part actual play, which is really, really good. Yo, come to Germ Dentiny and play in an old castle. We have literally 1,000 here. D&D in a castle could be fun. Hey man, we should start calling a D20 the Denty for short. That literally makes sense. I hate that that makes sense. Let me just roll the Denty real quick. A lot of people you met during COVID and stopped streaming are all in similar mindsets of coming back as well. I sense a second incoming wave of streamers. Yeah. And I recommend multi-streaming as well. It's kind of nice. Calamity is insanely good. It is. It is. Update, there's a dent in Phil's head. We all see it, but he's in denial. Okay, guys. And he's ginger, not strawberry blonde. I think, look, choose one. Choose one. Choose one, because both are unbelievable. Guys, we got proof of the dent. Have I watched Natural Six? I've come across Natural Six. I've not watched them in length yet. How much would you charge to join someone else's D&D session online as a guest appearance? Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea how much that was. How much would you charge? That's the question. Like, just chat in general. If someone came... If you had 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, not a flex, just a fact I'm proud of, and someone approached you and was like, you want to be on my D&D actual play? How much do you charge? I have no idea what to ask for. Because of me, because of me, you started watching Critical Role. I'm on a Briarwood arc. That's where most told me to start. I still don't get the giant hate of Tiberius. Don't get why he left. I would give it some time. Give it some time with him. It's his last few episodes. Oh, wait, has he already left for you? I stopped because a lot happened and I just don't have a rig to work with anymore. But in the future, maybe. I'm so scared about my computer just going kaput because I don't know what I would do if my computer just broke. Should his followers be called the... Yeah, do you guys want to be the Dents? Phil is ginger. Strawberry blonde, Leon. Strawberry blonde. I admit I have a... Some may say a ginger beard. $20 per session, no cap. $30 bare minimum. Wait. No. Well, this is work. Okay, this is the job. So if someone wanted me to go on an actual play, and let's say the actual play lasted 3 hours, how much would you guys get paid in your day jobs for like 3 hours of work? And then I'd probably just go with something like that, average that out. What time are we talking about? Would it be online or actual play? That's true. Yeah, would I have to travel somewhere? Or can I just do it with no pants on? Or both? Oh, he lives in the middle of the Briarwood arc, right. No, he's definitely ginger. Okay, guys, we are the Dents. Okay, guys. Should I change all my subscription stuff to bonus Dents? What colour is strawberry blonde? It's kind of gingerish, but not. Your bid is 100 ginger. Okay. Dents United, yeah. Roughly $400 for an actual play. Yeah. I wonder how much people get paid. $100 to $200 per session. Maybe more like 300. Okay, so we're in the hundreds, which is nice. Plus the hours of prep. Oh, if I'm DMing or playing, I guess changes things completely. No, he's not left yet, right? Yeah, I think in the last few episodes that he's in, things like escalate. The Dents. You are a big dent, and we are just denties. You're my denties. Hey, where my denties at? Bonus Dents is awesome. I like that, yeah. Yeah, Leon's right. Super Geek Mike has a great video all about Orion leaving Critical Role. That is a genuinely really good video as well. And brave of him, because there's a weird thing now about talking about that being weird with Critical Role fans. Oh yes, I would need snackage. $250 an hour, but I think it's a cool way to end a final sesh as a treat for the players. So if you're the DM and in person, you'd want $500 a session, which is averaging 4 to 6 hours. I mean, yeah, I'd take $500 for a sesh. But then it's what happens. Like, the thing is, you take $500 for a session, and imagine if it's on someone else's channel, then imagine that actual play explodes and goes viral and makes tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, it wouldn't, but imagine if it did. I'd be pretty peeved. I'd be pretty annoyed. I'd be like, I want more money. It's very taboo to talk about Ryan Tiberius. Yeah. For a one-shot first time, $100 plus traveling expenses. Regular repeated sessions, $150 plus expense per session. You know, low starting offer. Also, you might make new friends. That's true as well. Yeah. Plus, I could just get... It depends who else is playing, right? If it's some cool people playing the game that I'm aware of, then I would do it. Like, if Brennan Lee Mulligan or Matt Mercer were DMing this session that I was a player in, I'd do it for free. Straight up. I'd pay them. I'd fly to them. Okay, I'm paying $500 when you go. Yes, I do house visits. Then you do a critical role and leave Geek and Sunday if it pops off. Yeah. You can't ask for more money after a vid blows up. You can start asking for more money after that. Yeah, that's true. It would be a stepping stone, I guess. Make the highest dent tier allow for playing with me. How much would I charge that? The high dents. Thank you for the follow. D&D. How's it going? I'm not that far from you. You and Kat, the Mao can come over. $500 cash up front. Your DM for one shot. I would not charge you $500. Shitagami. There's no way I would charge you $500. I would charge you a lot more. No, I'd do it for free. It's more of a time commitment. That's the issue. It's more like, if I'm DMing, it's like, can I afford 6 hours of my week? You know. You'd leave your soul and all your earthly belongings to play with Brennan Lee Mulligan. Yeah. He's kind of ginger with a dent in his head, right? No, I'm sorry. Brennan doesn't have a dent in it. I just wanted to have the fun you guys were having, saying someone has a dent in it. Brennan doesn't have a dent in their head. It just looks so fun when you guys did it. Nah, Brennan Lee Mulligan is not a ginger. You're a ginger. You are tripping. If you think I'm less ginger than Brennan Lee Mulligan, you are incorrect, sir. You've rolled a nat 1 on perception. That's crazy. If I'm ginger, Brennan's ginger. He has no dent. That's just you. That may be fair, yeah. You do not get to insult our Lord and Savior Brennan Lee Mulligan. What? Okay. You guys, you look like you were having fun doing the insult thing. Is it private DMing or is it filmed? Because you might want to check out SAG-AFTRA rates. I believe on average it's $21 an hour. Oh. Yeah, it's time and energy and effort, like, I think. Because just DMing can take a lot out of someone. Oh, that begs the next question. Go on. I swear it's D&D related, no jokes. If you say I'm ginger or with a dent, I swear to God, I'm gonna ban you. You're ginger with a dent. Can we? How do I? How do I ban on YouTube? Can I time you out? CB Flem just put a target on his head. Put user in timeout. Now that's power. Goodbye, CB Flem. For 1 minute. Oh, I should have just done that. Yeah. Yeah, mod, ban anyone who says I've got a dent. Martin, thank you for the subscription. I just realised that Flem can just like come over to Twitch after I banned him on YouTube. Thank you for the subscription, Martin. Genuinely, thank you. How often do you do sessions, considering that you need time to prep and such? I do weekly. Coming from a perspective with not giving my players burnout when they get interested. I do weekly, but I like to do arcs like I've done now. So I've done 10 weeks in a row. Then I'm going to take a month off, maybe 2 months off. Then I'm going to come back and like do another 2 or 3 months in a row. Is kind of how I do it. Because sometimes like DMing can be a lot. And I'll do it for like 10 sessions in a row. And then I'll be like, oh, DMing. Then I'll take a break. And during that break, I'll be like, I got to get back to DMing. That was so much fun. It revitalizes me. And then I love it again. So I think breaks are important. What an animal. No respect. I do not know the game Half Sword, Bob. Live play with fans playing Lost Mine. Yeah, but how do I decide who the fans are, you know? And I gotta make sure they're not like racist, right? How do I do that? Professional DMs on start playing charge 20 to 50 on average, with some charging as much as 200 per session. That's just digital. 200 a session's pretty decent. Rip CB Flem. He's probably back now, but he's probably lost faith in me. He had so much time in the void to come up with dentation. Detention, but with a dent in there. It's very good. It's very smart. Lottery giveaway, maybe. Free CB Flem. He's free now. He's out. Lost Mine of Fan Denter. Yeah. So you think of doing one a month for sessions because your experience D&D is just rough scheduling? Yeah, it's a weird thing when you first start out DMing because you shouldn't overdo it. And like once a month doing one-shots might be perfect. But also, I wasn't comfortable as a DM until I had done a bunch of sessions. So doing as many as you can in a short amount of time will like help you a lot as well. But there's no right or wrong way to do it. Not gonna lie, Flem, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Flem the legend. Okay, let's not make a martyr out of him. He's just a guy that got banned on YouTube for a minute. Let's not make him a legend. It's important for forever DMs to be a player again, because only by playing from time to time can you be reminded what the player experience is and what makes things exciting and fun for the player. That is so true as well. That's so true. Like you can't be an amazing author without reading other people's books. And you can't be a phenomenal DM without occasionally playing at other people's tables. I truly believe that. Make CB Flem mod for that joke. Hang on, why am I... He said I had a... I'm not even gonna... Killer 7 Gamer, how am I today? I'm good, thank you for asking. Flem, how does it feel to be the first banned in bonus action history? Yeah, YouTube people better watch out because it's very easy to time people out on YouTube. I don't know how to do it on Twitch, so I shouldn't have told you that because the Twitch people could go crazy and I can't ban them. But I don't know how to... I think I can like /ban and ban them, but I don't know how to time them out. I agree, Phil. You're not a ginger at the top. It's too dark. Red beards give Viking vibes, not gonna lie. The blonde and red haired Vikings are the most feared, you know. Yeah, I don't think I'm blonde though. I mean, strawberry blonde, maybe. I think the biggest thing to really test your DM skills is when your party goes so far left that you had nothing prepared for it. Improv is so important to develop. Yeah. If you get good at improv, the whole game becomes easier. Like, every aspect of it, from prep to playing to just talking, like, everything becomes easier. I started DMing 2 weeks after the first time I played D&D. Yeah, I didn't play. I started off as a DM, and I didn't get a chance to play for months. So I was really insecure when I started. I was just constantly asking my players if they were having fun, which I still do, and I'm still insecure, but I'm a little bit more comfortable now. Guys, come to Twitch to make your dented jokes. If I recognize your name on Twitch and you're throwing dents out there, and then I see you back on YouTube, I'm timing you out on YouTube. Wait, are you supposed to be doing session prep? I did some session prep earlier. Danny speaks for the YouTube viewers. Favorite go-to monster that makes every campaign? I can't just... Well, that's hard. I played with Mind Flayers a lot. But I feel like Mind Flayers are oversaturated now. We got a lot of Mind Flayers going around. It's not so much a monster, but what I really like doing is taking a party of enemies who are like direct reflections of my players. Like if we have a druid and a fighter and a wizard, then I make enemies that have all the same skill sets, so that they can kind of fight versions of themselves. They wouldn't be direct versions, they would just be other people with similar abilities. I think that's always fun, because the players get to know how annoying they are to fight against. We can be insecure together. Together strong. Together insecure. By the way, since I had to leave at the start of stream, where is this dent joke coming from? My goddamn wife, Leon. My wife just came in on stream, said I had a dent in my head, and I think she's gone now. Like that. Like it never. Like she didn't do anything. And it's changed the whole correction. Like the whole stream's different now. Mimics are always hilarious. Mimics are great, yeah. He does have the dent into his ego, though. Yeah, I'm never going to be the same after this. Oh, she's still here. She's in the walls, boys. She started the dent solution. Damn, I should have been here. What it actually comes from is, this was like a year ago, and it's like an ongoing joke. I think I remember, I can't remember what we were talking about. Maybe it was the gamer dent. The thing where, like, if you play a lot of video games, you have, like, a headset dent. But, I remember saying something like, I could have a dent in my head and just no one ever told me about it because they're just being nice. And I said that. And then my wife looked me dead in the eye and said, you do have a dent in your head. And she's not normally one to, like, make jokes, like, with a dry joke with a serious face. So I was like, okay, very funny. And she's like, no, I mean, you do, but it's only small. And I was like, what? Where? And I'm like feeling where like my eyebrows do come out a bit. And she's like, yeah, right there. You don't feel that? And she'd be touching like, you don't feel that dent. And I was like, no. And then she slowly convinced me that I had a dent in my head, but it was subtle, but noticeable. And then she must have kept it going for like 20 minutes before she burst out laughing. And that's where the dent in the head came from. It was very cruel. It was mean. I don't know why she did it to this day. I don't know what overcame her to be so harsh to, at the time, her future husband. So she could have ruined it all. I could have walked away after that, but I didn't, making me a good guy. I was indented to her. That's mean and funny. Love it. She's normally so bad at like lying or like keeping a straight face that it really threw me. She should not get a steak now. You didn't. Okay. Okay, goofball's out here. No, I wasn't fast enough. I'm not gonna punish you. But if you do it one more time, goofball, you're out of here. Till Dent do your part. Okay, the next Dent joke on YouTube is getting timed out. I hate that. I have to make that caveat. And if anyone knows how I can easily time out people on Twitch, let me know. Till Dent do your part again. Okay, Dan. I'd love to know. Only on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's only on YouTube because I don't know how to do it otherwise. Brother faces death with a smile. What if your messages include Dent by XY? Goofballs out. You said Dent. And now he got an answer to his question. I'm actually getting hungry already. Yeah, I'll end the stream soon. There's 43 people left on YouTube. I want to single-handedly wait till they say Dent and then just ban them all. And when we hit 0 viewers after I ban them all, we can go get food. Beat your wife, the poor girl. The wife who said I had a dent in my head, that wife? Yeah, these guys. I think the Dent thing may stick, but I'm never explaining. I'm never explaining it, so new people will never like partake fully knowing what's going on. She's in your walls, just starving away. Yeah, I can just hear the stomach grumbling from the ceiling. Nah, you can't come to chat in times end, bro, please. Leon gets inspiration. It's the nicest thing. You mean the creature that lives in your walls? I like this direction. Yeah, the creature that lives in my walls. I like this direction. Cat the Mouse and a monster. My favorite monster in the new monster manual? Cat the Mouse. What are you most excited for about Japan? Honestly, just the vibes. Just walking down the anime Japan streets. I feel like Cat the Mouse is probably most excited about the food. But yeah, I don't know, just being there, there's so much. What's the CR rating for Cat the Mouse? I think she's like a good 30. She's up there with the Turesque. Depending on how much she's eaten recently. The less she's eaten, the more hungry she is. The more hangry she is, the higher the CR. I think the Twitch timeout shortcut is Alt F4. Let me try it. Alt F4. It's not my first rodeo. Not my first time. Am I allowed back yet? Yeah, come on in, goofball. Welcome back. What happens when I ban you? Does it come up on YouTube saying you've been timed out? Positions have Cat the Mouse on the cover of the 2069 nice Monster Manual. The special edition, of course. Yeah, I'm a reverse gremlin, like you have to feed me after midnight or I turn into a monster. Right. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have made that last one. No, you're all good. No, you're all good. It's all in good, Dent. It didn't say anything. Okay. I'm planning a Japan trip at the end of April. Gonna try to get a good dose of nature and food. Ooh. I think that's a good time to go. I think that's still cherry blossom season. Is Cat the Mouse a legendary monster? Yeah. It's a Snickers commercial. It truly is. Yeah. What's the phrase there? You won't like me when I'm hungry. You're a different person when you're hungry. Something like that. Test the dent ban on me. Yeah. Look, guys, if anyone wants to be timed out on YouTube, just let me know and I'll do it. I got no issue with that. Okay, so Bob wants to be. There you go. Bob's gone. All right, Shinsigami, have a good one. Nah, I'm jumping off soon, so it's all good. Serious D&D request. I use battle sims to balance your encounters. Could you and these other fine D&D people look over and share your options and expertise? I chose to be the sacrifice. Oh, okay. Can I get someone? Can I get a volunteer on Twitch to get banned on Twitch for 10 seconds? Okay, Dan. Okay, Dan. So timeout. Dan. Oh, I have to type out. Oh, do I have to be on Twitch for it? 1 second. This is the problem with multi-streaming. I must type that into YouTube. Timeout. It's just not a quick. I'm not done. And then what? I type in like 10 seconds? This is a true test. This could be. You should get a mod to help you. Yeah, I mean, I would make Cat the Mauer mod, but I don't think she's going to be on my side in these things. Bonus reaction timed out Danny for 10 seconds. Reason? Seconds. I guess I didn't have to type seconds at the end of it, but that works. He's back now. Solid stuff. Okay, well, since Dent Follower just followed me, I think I'm going to end the stream there. There was a message on the chat when you tried to say something. My death was greatly exaggerated, yeah. Yeah, guys. Now that Dent Follower has followed me on Twitch, I'm ending the stream. I'm ending the stream. I'm ending the stream. But thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you so much for the memberships and subscribers. Truly thankful. I've had a lot of fun being bullied by you guys. And remember, my wife lives in the walls. So have a good one. All.